see.
Shalom.
There we go.
Shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakadash.
the bonus to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule well. Salutation, much love to the octave out there pushing out his word in truth and sincerity. First one, great millstone, Tampabay, with another highways and byways, prophesying the downfall of America. All right. And man, we at the end of this thing, at the end of the day. As you can see, which we can start in that, brother want to grab that, 2 Ezra chapter 9. Because the jokes are up, all right? You don't have to believe us. You're going to live through it now. If you didn't take heed to it, now you're going to be forced into it, the hard way.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, that's where we're at, man. How do we know? Because the Lord gave us signs that would be taking place before he returned. And we've been measuring them, all right, through the prophecies that have been revealed unto us. You can think we're crazy, you think we're just some wild guys out here, but we're just telling you what the Bible says. And now you're starting to see it in real life. Because we've been out here for years, beginning with our elders, been out here for decades, telling you all these things that you see happening today. So now there's no more excuse for your ignorance. Everybody's on the internet crying and complaining about their situation. We told you this time was coming. You have entered into what the Bible describes as the time of Jacob's trouble. And it's only going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse. Death, bloodshed, civil unrest, wars coming to the streets of America. You see that they already back to war with Iran. Bunch of bombings this morning, last night. But you listen to your boy DJ Trump. He telling you about ceasefires. We almost reached the deal. They ain't never was close to reaching a deal. Right. Iran was never coming to the table to talk to them, man. So now America is about to start feeling the effects of what's going on in the Middle East. You're wondering why your gas prices went up, your groceries went up, your electricity bill went up. Meanwhile, they're building data centers, right? They sending billions and trillions to war, but they ain't got $10 to give you. And we're telling you who's the problem of the earth. It's Esau, Edom, the Epstein class, as they say, So now things are about to become reality. It's, somebody keep reading that, but somebody get Habakkuk chapter 2. Because we measure the time diligently, all right. But now it's really we don't need to. It's getting to the point we don't need to come out here much longer, because it's already happening at this point.
Right. Hey, we in that time, bro. The Lord about to shut this whole thing down pretty soon. They saying they expect it to run out of gas come mid-July next month. If that happens, it's gonna get very, very chaotic out here, man.
It's gonna be a oil shock. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Your reserves are running low. This is the lowest point they've been in decades. Oh, but Trump said, "Oh, no, we're the exporters of oil now." How does that benefit you if the gas price is still up? How the hell that benefit the American people? Draining the reserves of oil. Strategic, they call it the strategic reserves. Because remember, Biden dumped him a bunch of it, and now Trump is dumping it. So again, when that oil shock comes, you're looking at $8 to $10 a gallon average. So who knows what's going to be in Cali and in New York? It could be $15 a gallon, and then you only got $30 left to put gas. That's 2 gallons. You ain't even going to work. And that's why their energy crisis, all right, energy lockdowns, and now with the FIFA Cup coming up, I think next week, here comes Ebola, because they're coming to DRC, that's where it's spreading from. They got a team coming. Oh, they got to be quarantined for a couple days before they're able to come out. Well, hey man, you just wait and see. Esau's about to flood people's minds with just chaos. And people are going to beg for a solution, though. But again, we've been measuring. We know what's about to happen. We don't know it in detail, but it's already happening.
Yeah, Another thing Esau does is he uses that propaganda. You know, he uses that to control people's minds. We've seen that at C9.
Yeah, they use the propaganda to cause mass hysteria, as they did in World War I and World War II. Now they're doing it in World War III.
Right.
To cause mass confusion. Somebody look that up real quick. Hysteria, mass hysteria. Just Google it. See what the AI overview says. Which that's becoming a psyop in it has become a psyop in itself. People just instantly go to, we use it as a tool, but people use it as a god. That's part of the image of the beast, AI. People are literally worshiping AI. People having whole conversations with AI. Bitches talking about, I got no one to talk to, so I talk to AI. I talk to chat. It's a woman. Okay, you're miserable. But this is what they're using. It's really a strategy of war. Mass hysteria. Somebody got it?
I typed in on Google, what is mass hysteria? It says, AI overview, mass hysteria, also known as mass psychogenic illness or mass sociogenic illness, is a psychological and social phenomenon.
Psyop.
Exactly.
And when it was originally started, it was during World War I, and they would the war planes, they would fly over the soldiers and play certain sounds to discourage them from continuing to fight. And now they have the internet, social media. You're being bombarded with this all day long. But there's no enchantment against Jacob. It don't affect us. But everybody else is affected daily. That's why they're miserable. They're crying out. And it's going to get worse. Go ahead.
It says, is a psychological and social phenomenon where groups of people experience shared intense panic, delusions.
See, and it's shared. So that's why they're all in the same spirit of sighing and crying out. Because we were sharing the same experience amongst the body of sighing and crying for all the abominations. Now these people are sharing the same experience because they're miserable, because the economy's through, they're losing jobs, the food ain't real. Everything is being used to attack the American people. But you think Iran's the problem when it's your own government poisoning you. Not just with your food, not with just the air you breathe, the water you drink, but also the things your mind ingests.
Right.
Go ahead. You got more on that?
It says, where groups of people experience shared intense panic, delusions, or inexplicable physical symptoms such as nausea, fainting, or involuntary twitches.
And that's what they're saying is happening to people around the data centers.
Yeah.
Look what's going on around the data centers, and that exactly is what's happening. It's causing mass hysteria. And again, with the frequencies out here, with the 5, 6G, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, all of this shit is causing people to experience the same shit. They're all agreeing. They're all on the internet to the point where people can make compilations of a certain topic, and it's people after people saying the same shit. This ain't living. I'm just working to live. I'm just living to work. Hey, welcome to hell. You're just finding out that the devil's the devil. But now it's physically manifesting. It's physically affecting people, man. All sick. Yeah, you don't need to worry about a pestilence. The pestilence is already here. Hey, motherfuckers walking around with cancers and tumors. They don't even know they got it. Diabetes, high blood pressure. And good way you think the technology's helping? Oh, now they got AI doctors. Okay. Yeah, just like that nigga with Neuralink, right? It definitely helped him, clearly. Well, they just trying to, merge man with machine, so they can control you. Total control. And now that this financial system is about to change, they're going to have people begging. And again, people don't know about, crypto. They don't even know you can use it at the store. So they're going to be taking that CBDC or stable coin, which is programmable money. That's the nail in the coffin, the last nail in the coffin to lead to the MOTB. Once that system has come online, which again, the markets ain't doing too good. And they're doing this all on purpose. The USD, the yen, Japanese yen, it just went over 160. And we've been talking about this last year. Once it gets over 160, it's over. And look, Friday it hit 160. And look at the market right now. Red. Oh, nothing but red. But again, meanwhile, they got this mass hysteria going on, which is nothing more than a psyop to cause confusion and fear, and panic. And everybody's experiencing that same emotion because it's being pushed upon the people because they want total control. They got to bring. They want to create a situation where people will beg for peace and safety, and then sudden destruction coming.
Just to bring this up real quick.
That's what is that? That's psychological warfare. That's all this devil's pushing out is war on your psyche. Now the average American is low vibrational, moves like a beast, animalistic instinct. That's all these people know. They don't know anything about what's going on.
You know, and they don't care because they got bills to pay.
Yeah.
I was talking to some of my family yesterday. These people are lost, bro. They don't care. You tell them, and it goes in through one ear and out the other, and then they want to use the scriptures against. I just say, fuck it. I was talking to my sister and her husband, and they try to use the scriptures against me. But I was like, no, this is what that scripture means. And they just AI, chat, or so yeah, it's just giving us. And I said, no, it actually means this. And then I said, yeah, this is why people are becoming stupid because all people do is run to the chat or whatever. And then after all, I hear them out. I tell them that, and I said, do you even believe in the Bible? No, we don't believe in it. I said, what the fuck? Why are you trying to use the scriptures against you? You don't even believe in the Bible. I'm like, hey, I'm out of here, man. But the point is people don't care. It don't matter. Even though we're right and we can show them the proof now because the prophecies are here, they don't care. They got bills to pay. And they ain't broke. You know, my sister and her husband, they ain't broke. Shit. But they still clueless, man. But go ahead,
just to bring this out, I'm gonna remember going back into the beginning of 2026, the World Ahead 2026 on the Economist flyer, and it had all the different events, all right, Black Swan events that's going to be taking place. All right, so we're seeing all these different things that's happening right now.
The poly crisis.
Okay, exactly. The poly crisis.
All at once. Okay, bombarding the people emotionally, physically, spiritually. It's anywhere you go, you get hit with something.
Right.
It's like you in the ring. It's a 10 versus 1 fight. You know, and that's the Esau just bombarding people with the poly crisis, man. Everywhere you turn, there's something that's gonna affect your life, man. And even people making 6 figures is hurting right now.
Right.
Living paycheck to paycheck. Thinking about like, damn, I might have to turn this car in soon, or they just gonna have to repo it because things are getting bad.
Yeah, because the people that was actually like living pretty good, like you said, they're living check to check. All right, they gotta let different things go. You're seeing repossessions at a high rate. Okay, people are even getting their boats and shit taken away. All right, so showing that like the higher class that you see right now, they're failing, man.
It doesn't exist anymore.
All right, it's done.
That's why the scriptures say rich or poor.
Yeah.
There ain't no middle class no more, man. That shit gone. And now there ain't gonna be. You either gonna have, again, the haves and the have-nots.
Yeah. Everybody gonna wake up and see their bank accounts empty. All right, the
And then
bank's
just
closed.
put this
All right, so
shipping
you're
time
not
quicker.
already
I
on
don't know why.
the next wave to the next system. Your ass getting ready to be out, man. It's gonna be priced out of everything, and you're not even gonna be able to even use your money.
And you already are being priced out of living. You people are literally going to work just to put money in the gas tank and get back to work. But yeah, we'll get that next one.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand.
And that's happening every day, man. Earthquakes every day. And I'm not talking about a small little shake.
Right.
I'm talking about an earthquake every day. But again, it's not going. It's not. They're not going to tell you this on the news.
Right.
If you're not looking for it, you ain't gonna find it. The scriptures say, how's it go? Search or search and you shall receive, or something like that. Search and you shall find, something roughly like that. Asking you shall receive as well. But hey, we actually, again, we're measuring the times. We're watchmen, right? The Lord set us up to watch everything, and then collectively as a body, we see it all. You know, because obviously we can't see everything. There's too much shit going on. But collectively, you know, that's why the Lord set us up with the chats. You know, so we sharing all this information.
Yeah, then you got all these eyes. You know, brothers in the body, it's multiple eyes. So it's not just one brother seeing stuff. We all see it. We all bring it together. You know, and that's how we get a better understanding of the times that we're in these last days. You're definitely in the last times. It's not going to be much longer here in America where life is going to be going on the way it's going on. All hell is about to break loose in this country, and when it does, life is going to change drastically for you Americans, which really are Babylonians.
And it's already changing. Life as you know it is going to get a lot worse, but it's already changed. You just imagine in 2020, 2019, America is different. And guess what? It's going to become worse. To the point where people are going to start starving to death. in a place where they throw out food. That's why people are dumpster diving.
Yeah.
You got people dumpster diving all over the U.S. right now. But guess what? That's gonna be a thing of the past too, because they ain't gonna have things to throw away no more. Because they ain't gonna have nothing in the store and shit. It's like that shit gonna disappear. Now, and it'd be good food. You know, oh, it expires tomorrow, so they throw it out.
Yeah.
And then just, because Esau's the devil, because I looked it up, they just write it off on taxes. So they don't even take a loss on the food they throw away. That's why they just dumpsters filled with food.
Fresh food.
Fresh food.
They do that at Publix, all that good fried chicken and chicken tenders.
They throw out.
You can't. They don't give it to the employees. A lot of times, my women work for Publix. They say they give it to the pigs.
Yeah.
If they were gonna give it to anybody, they either throw it away or they give it to the pigs, bro.
And some places put locks on the dumpsters. That's how big of a devil he is. He said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna throw it away, but you can't take it anyway." That's a devil for you, man.
But everybody's home. Majority of Americans are homeless and starving.
Starving. How is America the greatest country? America's great again, but people are starving. This America's the laughing stock of the planet right now. They've lost the war already in Iran. That's why they keep, ceasefire this, ceasefire that. Nah, nigga, he was just trying to build some time to get some more missiles. And Iran just been waiting. They invited you. They say, come on in. Damn, that's the weak saying they strong. They say, come on in. I thought America was so mighty. Why don't you do that what you did in Venezuela? Yeah? They said, that's what Trump said, 96 hours, this is going to be over. Here we are 90-something days into this shit.
The straits, because, hey, they're talking about how Iran might already have a nuclear weapon. So what they're worried about is the Strait of Hormuz, that strategic pinpoint, but they're not opening that shit back up, bro.
So, now they from the bombing that happened last night, they said, look, Iran said we closing this shit indefinitely. No more ships coming through.
Man.
And so you already know they're gonna close the Al-Mandab Strait on the Red Sea over there. And again, it's over. The curtains are closing on America, man. Then guess what? You heard it here first from the prophets of the Lord. While you was driving your little little scooter, coming to the gay parades and shit, because it's Pride Month now. Well, guess what? It's June. It just so happens to be Pride Month.
And National Microchip Month.
National Microchip Month. It's over, man. The Lord's got to do some works in the month of June. Because we know we're getting out of here soon. Because, again, we've measured the times, man. The Lord gave us the signs that would be happening. The key indicators of what to look for before he was about to return. And we can get that too in Matthew 24. But finish that off and then we can have a look.
It says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Yeah, I think it's in Isaiah. It said he declared the end from the beginning.
Right.
So everything that you see happening right now, the Lord said it was going to happen.
Sure.
All right, and yet guess what? He used us to come out here and tell you so that we can make it manifest. All right, which has already happened. We just here to let you know, give you Ezekiel chapter 3, give them warning from me. We just out here to give you the warning. We don't give a shit if you believe or not. And now you're forced into reality. Now it doesn't matter if you. So what if something I believe? What are we gonna say? Oh, it's not. A war with Iran ain't happening. Okay, I know where you've been living the last couple months. Oh, America will never go into another civil war. Meanwhile, your president's having a UFC fight on the lawn. You can't eat food. Yeah. You don't know how you're gonna pay your rent. But they got money to throw a shindig and build a ballroom.
Yeah, that's what happened in Rome. That's when Rome fell. They kept on distracting the people with bread and circus. So they're giving you these streamers. They're giving you constant entertainment to be distracted by what's actually going on in the world.
And that's part of that mass hysteria. Keep the people distracted. Again, that's going back to ancient Rome. That's what. Look, fuck it. Every day, every week, we're gonna have some kind of event to keep the people, the bread and circuses. You gotta keep them distracted as the economy collapses. Same thing, the devaluation of the currency, which is happening worldwide, which is all strategic, so they can bring in this new system. Again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know what he's gonna do before he did it. So that's why we got that confidence in knowing that we're right. There's no doubt in our minds that this is it.
right.
You know, we can see it.
Yeah.
It's happening, man. America's crumbling. The currency's finished. You know, this is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Hell, they call it Pride Month. You're going to celebrate abominations? And they've been doing this for years. Go ahead, though.
It says, verse 6, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works, and endings and effects and signs. And everyone shall be saved. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye believe, shall be preserved from the said perils.
Those that believe, have faith. Yeah, people don't believe, man. They say they know the Bible, they're this and that. They don't know shit, though.
Right.
They don't believe it.
Right.
They don't truly believe in the word, because then you start pressuring them on it. I don't believe it.
Right.
So why you bringing the scriptures out then?
Yeah. And then they see us out here teaching the Bible, and they don't believe that we believe it and understand what the scripture says.
And then they start committing blasphemy. Really, these people that claim they believe in Jesus, they'll start committing blasphemy when you pressure them with the scriptures. You committing blasphemy. That's what the Lord said you can't be forgiven for.
Right.
So good luck. Figure it out. I'll take it. Go ahead. Oh, you got more.
It says, then shall they be in pitiful case. Oh, Salakia. Let me go back to verse 8. Then shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
The Lord is justifying us. Going back to Romans 3 and 4, it says we shall be justified in our saints. What we've been saying. Nothing that the Lord ain't already said. We're just telling you what he said. We're giving you the message from on high. Don't shoot the messenger. But soon you're going to be forced to realize that we are the prophets of the Lord. You're going to have to acknowledge it. You can do it the easy way, or you can do it the hard way. Either way, everyone's going to know they were right. And it ain't that we're right. It's just that we're given the insight.
Right.
All right, Amos 3:7. It's been revealed unto us.
Yeah.
We be those men, which somebody got to be the prophets, the servants. And if not, who and where are they? If it ain't us, where they at? Right. Genesis, Sakari, them niggas. They ain't even got their house in order, man. So this place is finished, man. And now it's being made manifest who the Lord truly sent. To what? To warn you about the destruction that's coming. It ain't gonna be, it's gonna go back to normal. America's gonna get back to normal. The economy's gonna be all right again. No, it's not. The economy's done. If you haven't noticed yet.
Right.
There ain't no bouncing back. This is gonna be worse than the Great Depression in the 30s or 40s, whatever, early or late 20s, whatever. It's gonna be worse than the 70s when there was gas shortages. It's gonna be worse than 2008. This is about to be an AI bubble, which is going to be linked to everything concerning the economy, man. And again, we know this because we've been measuring the times. We've been talking about all of this before it was we've been talking about digital money, AI, way before this shit actually exploded to the level it's at now. Go ahead, dog.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Going straight to the point?
Yeah.
Habakkuk 2, verse 3. It reads, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it.
Yeah, it was tarrying, you know, because we've been coming out here year after year, beginning with the elders, elder apostles of Great Millstone, coming out here year after year, saying the same thing over and over. He said, like the apostles say, you guys sound like a broken record. What else you want us to say? We're not like the churches do. The sermon, they're gonna sing some songs, which we are singing, but they're not dancing. But we're not here to tell you, give you some marriage counseling. You know, we might be able to give you some, some advice, some guidance. If you're part of the body, but we're not out here to tell people things are gonna be all right. It ain't gonna be all right. Not for you anyway. Not for the majority of the people here. God don't love everybody. That's a lie that they sold you. So what? Then you could go commit more wickedness? Nah, man. Now it's time to pay the piper, man. You make it bad, now you gotta lay in it. And it's only gonna get worse. But again, it's been tarrying, but now it's finally here.
And that reminds me of like Noah. He was out there prophesying. He didn't go out there and say anything different for those 100+ years he was prophesying.
Right.
He kept saying it was gonna rain. It was gonna rain. It said, hey, Revelation 14. There's no man can learn that one. It's a one specific tune vibration that we're gonna keep hitting over the head until it start raining. So, and then when it started raining in the time of Noah, that's why Yahweh Shai likened this thing to the time of Noah. That's when everybody wanted to get in the ark. So by then it's too late, bro. Like that's why we give praise to Yahweh Shai for giving us the eye salve to see the vision before it takes place. So what are we doing? We preparing ourselves. Everybody else is through.
Yeah, we've ran into the strong tower, which is the names of the Lord, man. All right, that's what we know. All we gotta do is call upon them names, Yahweh Shai, and be delivered from whatever comes our way.
Right.
Meanwhile, other people are gonna be bugging out, calling on Jesus, going down to Egypt for help, and all those roads lead to destruction. There ain't gonna be no more good times in America. Going out to have a waste the little money that you got, the little money that you do somehow got, and motherfuckers thinking twice about coming out now. Look at this. Remember, these clubs used to be packed every week. We ain't seen one popping night in months. Hell, they probably going out of business. What happened to the tacos? The Haiku went out of business. They ain't even done nothing with the new taco spot. They probably going out of business.
Can't afford that shit no more. This shit is going down. This is the squeeze. Pressure from above, pressure from below, because they getting ready to bring out the solution, which is going to be the charagma. You want to keep the little money you got coming in, and we'll give you free money. That's what the government, they're going to put you on a universal, or Elon Musk, high end. The universal, we're going to give you a high end. It might be $4,000 or $5,000 a month. But guess what? You got to take a chip, and you're not going to be able to save it, because by the end of the month, it's going to recycle.
Yep. It expires, it's programmable, it's traceable, total control.
They'll give you all the credits, but you can only buy,
certain things. Pay your bills. Exactly. No more meat for you, Johnny.
We'll eat the bucks.
Yeah, it's good cricket soup. This is piss water and some crickets.
You'll have your VR goggles, so it looks like you eating a steak.
Well, that's where was it? It wasn't the World Economic Forum, but it was recent. It was one of them conferences. They say, yeah, look, well, there's going to be people that have the resources to travel, but the rest of the people, all they need is the Oculus goggles, and they can visit there too, from the comfort of their home. Yeah, the comfort of their home.
That comes from a movie called Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In the slums,
Yeah.
but they put the goggles on. They was in a whole other world.
Yeah.
That's what these elites want, to put you in, to keep you somewhere stuck.
Yeah.
And they can, control the world while you somewhere in a reality world.
It's not real. And that's in that movie. Most of the people went into debt, so they had to work in them little cubicles. They was in prison, digital prison.
Yeah.
And hey, that fucking, those goggles are fucking high level, because I remember at the mall, Brandon Mall, they had a trial where you can go into the Apple store and you can try it. I put them bitches on, bro. They put me in a room with Alicia Keys, bro. And I thought I was in that bitch for real. I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck? But that's how high quality these things are, bro. Like, it looks like you are actually wherever they put you.
Yeah. I did the same thing, and they put me on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
It looked real, like the snow and everything was just like real. And that's what Esau wants. He wants to put you in a false reality.
Virtual reality.
Hey, and that's without the brain chip.
Yeah.
Imagine you got a brain chip in you. So your brain, what it is, interprets all the signals.
So you'll feel like you're there too.
Yeah, you feel cold.
Yep.
You'll feel the wind blowing.
Smell.
Exactly. All your senses.
Smell, all that.
senses.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's gonna merge you to that, and you're gonna really.
And then when people are just, if they unplug, they're just gonna try to kill themselves. 'Cause they're like, I'm back into this hell. In the studio apartment.
Everything's on fire outside and shit.
And they're going to start to like it. They're going to start to prefer the
But they already
false
do.
reality.
Most people, if they was to lose their phones, they will bug out.
Yeah.
They go an hour without their phone, they'll bug out. Because what? They're living in virtual reality, social media.
Right.
Because that's what most people live their life on.
Exactly.
Yeah, these people, everybody lives on social media, man.
That's crazy.
He give you a virtual girlfriend.
Yep.
Oh my
You
God.
know,
Oh,
show
yeah.
you on that movie, The Matrix.
Yeah.
You say you like
Oh,
a
yeah.
woman in a red dress, I can get you a private section. Like a
She
private.
don't talk much.
Yeah, exactly. And then now you in there going, oh, you know, with some goggles on, bro. This is real. This, bro. He want to control who having sex, who's having kids, all that.
Because that would
You know?
that would depopulate the world too.
Yeah.
Because nobody's gonna want to have. Well, look now. Men don't want to deal with women no more.
Exactly.
So it's already happening.
Yeah, you order a robot. You can order a robot right now.
Sex robot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She look
right.
real.
Silicone robot.
And motherfuckers actually have them things too.
Yeah, hell
But,
yeah.
in the movie Demolition Man, they showed you that. Basically, Sylvester Stallone character, he was trying to get busy with the cop girl, and they had to put on the VR goggles and pretty much imagine that they was
yeah.
on there.
This is a sick world we're living in. And anybody that loves this world, you're gonna be destroyed with it.
That's right.
Because this is a sick and perverse world. America is the sickest place on the planet. Pride parades. Pride month. Where's the righteous month at? Huh? Why don't we celebrate righteousness? Why don't we celebrate the Lord? No, you're gonna celebrate homosexuals. And anybody that's with it, you're gonna be destroyed with them. And the majority of you people in America are gonna be destroyed, man. You're a bunch of useless eaters. To the Edomites and to the Lord. Yeah. That's why the Lord's allowing Esau to ramp up this technology to destroy you. Yeah. He got weapons of mass destruction. It's gonna be the thermonuclear missiles, all right, but they're already destroying you every day with this technology, so-called. Because you really go to that word, it really means the arts, you know, different arts. Not no damn iPhone 17, the hell, which is radiating you to death. Jay gotta wear hematite everywhere he goes to, you know, absorb that EMF. This place is a haunted house, man, and it's closing up shop.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Yeah, so we've been waiting patiently on the Lord, and now it's here. So like, we ain't waiting on it no more. It's already here. The only thing we waiting on is for the hour of temptation to come, the thermonuclear destruction in this place, and the Lord returning and delivering the elect. That's really all we're waiting on, you know, and the things that come with it, of course. But they're pretty much everything come to pass, except for those things. And now the mark of the beast, it's already here. There's people walking around with it. The system is here. All right, and I don't know if you saw the Dabu 7 video this morning. Everybody sees it. You don't know what's coming, you're gonna be left behind when the new financial system comes. That's why America's bankrupting itself. You know how much trillions of dollars America's in debt, and you owe that money. You in debt. Oh my, I got a 700 credit score. Okay, well you still in debt. Thanks to America, 39 trillion, as they say, but we know it's way more than that, hundreds of trillions. And then guess what? They got to pay interest on that. So what? They just got to reset the system at this point, and they will. They're already doing it. They're liquidating right now. All right. That's why in one day $1 trillion is wiped away from the markets. Where'd that money go? Into their pockets. You know, the retail is the one that lose it. The big boys, they don't lose money. They know when to sell and when to buy. When they say $1 trillion was wiped out, that means the people that didn't know it was coming. That's where it was wiped away from, because that money don't just disappear. You got to go to somewhere, and it goes to their pockets. And one day, $1 trillion. Come on, man. You don't see the game yet? This ain't the first. This shit been happening every other week.
And then the big guys are making plays right before the shit tanks. So how the fuck, you know, because they know they're inside.
And then Trump put a tweet out, a true social post, and then markets crash or go skyrocket. Oh, we're the new highs. That's why he said I don't care about the average American finances. Do you see the SP 500? That's what he'll say on national television. And the motherfuckers don't even know what the SP 500 is. The hell? Did you see your 401k? What 401k? Nigga, I haven't got one. Most people don't. And if they do, that shit ain't nothing anyway.
They gonna take that shit.
That's gonna be, it's all gonna crash, bro. So they can bring in this new system And it's already told you what it is. Blockchains. That's where it's going to go. That's why they're tokenizing all these assets, commodities, and you'll be next.
When Trump first got in office, he was against the CBDCs, but now
2016, when he first ran, he said, nah, never. And then this second time, he said, yeah, we're going to be the crypto capital of the world. and really, that's why they passed the Genius Act last year to allow America to stay in power. Because what is that? The part of the Genius Act was that stable coins had to be backed 1-to-1 off of U.S. Treasury bonds. So that's and it's 90% of most stable coins are backed by the USD. So they're gonna go down, but they're gonna bring in a new system which is backed by the same shit, the U.S. digital currency. And guess what? Russia's down with it. They're all down with it. That's why it's gonna come upon the whole world, our temptation.
All that shit talking about, oh, nobody's buying U.S. debt no more, nobody's buying the treasury bonds. Well, shit, when they go to buy those cryptos, like brother said, it's back. That's what the crypto is backed by. Right. So America's going to stay in that position of power because why? It's prophesied. Yeah, China, run, whatever. But until the Lord come back, America's going. They're going to stay in that position, bro. That's just how. That's prophecy. You know, it wasn't prophesied for China to come up and take over. That's not in the scriptures.
America's got to be destroyed for this place to go down. And again, the Genius Act, but that's what Trump said. We got to become the crypto capital of the world.
Right. So I was going to say that's why they're racing with China and these other countries. It's like a race.
For data centers.
For data centers. And America has way more data centers than China does.
Yup, way more.
Way more.
Not even comparable.
Thousands.
Yeah. And now they're building more.
Right.
Babylon gonna stay in power until Yahweh Shai returns.
Hey, but then China taking care of their citizens. So they got less data centers taking care of their citizens, but America has more data centers and not taking care of their citizens.
Exactly. And they're all racing towards this crypto, AI, data center. And that's why they're building the data centers, because what's going to run this new infrastructure? Them data centers. Yeah. And AI agents, you will literally have no decision making no more. Right. You know, the AI agent is going to decide things for you now. What you can, what you can't buy, when to buy it. Just keep your ass at home.
No mercy. You know how you be like, damn, this fucking automated shit is good. Let me speak to somebody. You ain't gonna never be able to speak to nobody. That's over with. Whatever AI say the decision is according to, that's what it is. Because it really is physically not gonna be nobody there for you to speak to anyway. Yes. That's the point.
Them jobs they're already gone. Yeah. What they call it, customer service.
That's it.
It'd be a miracle if you get someone to pick up the phone. And it might be an hour or two before somebody actually pick up. Right. A nigga in India. They do for money, I may help you. Nigga barely speak English, but he's supposed to help you. Nigga, just send me back to the AI shit.
and they able to remotely control shit digitally from wherever country they in. It's all digital. You don't got to be there to push a button or to send this information there. It's all through the technology, man. They're able to control those things.
Yeah, the only jobs really that are gonna exist, and they're gonna be minimum, but the blue collar jobs, man. Nigga, you have to come to unplug your toilet. AI ain't gonna do that. Construction. But hell, even now, robots is taking over a lot of jobs, like FedEx and shit like that. And hell, I seen some dude, it was a clip of some dude with some Moabite was on the show, America's Got Talent, that's what it was. And he was out there with like 8 robots, and they were dancing with him. They were all in sync and shit. Oh yeah, and then I see another video of the robots. It was competing against a worker at FedEx. They're wondering where, you know, and the robot did like 200,000 packages. This nigga was only on 200 or 300 packages. And send this nigga home. You're fired as of now.
And if I may say this, Baba Shaw, and it really it won't be a need for a lot of these jobs. They don't plan on millions, billions of people being here anyways. You know, the brothers know the industry I work for, bro. Again, that takes too much energy to go to each home and pick up people's trash. You know how, bro, they just gonna get rid of y'all, bro. That's it. No, it ain't, bro. You take up too much energy. Fuel, electricity, it's just too much energy to service all you people. They just gonna get rid of you, bro.
You're not producing enough for the society,
Yeah.
so we don't need you.
Using water, electricity. Bro, they're gonna get rid of a lot of people. You know, that's the point. You're gonna die in a famine or whatever, civil unrest. They plan on getting rid that you're X'd out.
Esau's gonna say, fuck it, let them kill each other. Yeah. Less bullets we gotta waste. You know, less energy we gotta waste. Let them kill each other through famine and great tribulation, which we'll get to. Go ahead,
And that goes back to the Georgia Guidestones. What? How much they want to reduce the population? Yeah, 500 million. Then they blew that shit up a couple years ago.
They got to do it.
Yeah, too many people getting on to that shit. Like, 500 million, that's like 8.5 billion people gotta go.
Slaughter. Gonna get slaughtered.
Jeremiah 51:6, flee ye out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul.
Yeah, spiritually flee. We ain't gonna live. We ain't the passport bros. We leaving America. We scared. What's coming? We waiting on them missiles, man. We waiting on them because we know when the missiles come, the Lord's gonna save us. Because that's what He said He's gonna do. If we be found worthy, you know, in the dirt to the end, that's what we know what's gonna come. But when people, well, shit, they're already bugging out and scared. But imagine on that day, the day of the Lord is gonna be dark and gloomy, pale faces. People are gonna be literally shitting their pants when they know that a missile's on the way. You're gonna get a warning, and you ain't gonna remember what happened in Hawaii, that false alarm, putting the kids in the sewer drains. None of that's gonna work. And we're gonna be praising the Lord when that shit starts happening, like the brother in Hawaii, we do. He went live, started praising the Lord. Meanwhile, people are gonna be shaking. But guess what? The scriptures say our enemies are gonna behold us go up. You're gonna see us get delivered before that missile obliterates you, burns you to nothing. Literally, you're gonna be evaporated with all the elements. Literally. Right.
Flee ye out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
Yep. This is the day of the Lord. This is gonna be a day of vengeance for all the blasphemy, because there's people just committing blasphemy left and right at this point, man. Disrespecting the scriptures, disrespecting the men of the Lord. If they know the names, they disrespect the names. And that's amongst Israel. The Lord gonna begin, well, He's already begun. You know, that's why these clowns are getting exposed left and right, but that's just light work. The Lord just embarrassing you publicly, but soon you're gonna be put to death publicly, tortured, so that many will fear, man. It ain't gonna be, it's funny to us, you know, because the Lord said He's gonna mark when the calamity coming. But even us, we gonna be scarcely saved. You know, we take this deadly serious. Hence why we continue to come out here and say the same thing over and over. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. You either repent or you're gonna die. There is no in between. You're not gonna go out in your sleep. You're gonna starve. Someone's gonna stab you to death, shoot you in the head, and many more ways, you know, to come. Especially you men, you're going to war soon. You need to leave America. If you knew what was coming, that's like these people that fall out the truth, you should be gone out of America. But it don't matter. You can't run from the Lord. But at least you won't eat a missile. That's gonna be the second death. The lake of fire. That's gonna be the worst way to go out. And everybody here in America walking around looking stupid. That's what they got coming for themselves. Go ahead.
It says, He will render unto her recompense. Babylon.
That hers is Babylon, aka America, that great whore that rides upon a beast that all the nations are starting to hate, including Europe, the EU. Hell, they're saying the American tourists going abroad, they getting beat up and robbed, even in European countries, because everybody's sick of you damn people, man. Everybody know who the problem is. But shit, niggas and spicks go to China, you know, or you know, Russia. They don't get treated like an Edomite from America, because everybody's starting to see who the real problem is, the Epstein class. And Iran been mocking the hell out of you, Trump, put that shit. What happened to the files, man? Huh? Well, that's the people that are in charge of America. Pedos. Bunch of sickos that you voted for. Maybe. Some of them you didn't even vote for. The technocrats. But they all up in the White House. Why did Trump take them to China? What the hell? Yeah, got Elon Musk and Peter Thiel. Well, not Peter Thiel, but Elon Musk was among them. But again, they're the ones really calling the shots, telling Trump what to do, because the majority of them is small hats. Peter Thiel, Elon Musk, they're all small hats, man. They might not be from Israel. That don't mean they lying on go back to Amalek. Go ahead, though.
It says, Babylon has been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth to drunken.
Yeah.
The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, because what the world has taken on the ways of the West, chiefly the ways of America, and now they're mad. They said, look, this shit is destroying our country. Look at our people now. That's why Iran had gone to extreme measures to keep American culture out of there. And it still got infiltrated. They still made it in there.
Yeah, North Korea as well.
Yep.
Like you go with a certain movie in that country, they'll kill your ass.
Yeah, and they do public executions to keep niggas away from American culture.
Yeah.
Where's Kim Jong-un's picture in your house, nigga? You ain't got one, they publicly butcher you.
If it's dusty, I saw a video. If it's dusty, if the picture's dusty, they'll put your ass to death.
Yeah, it'll be dusty 6 feet under. But that's the thing, man. These nations, they have taken away, because America, what they saw, democracy,
Right.
Freedom, equality, yeah, giving women rights to drive cars. That was a great mistake. Giving women the ability to speak her mind for them. Yeah, man. America had just polluted the earth with its wicked ways. And then you can't deny it at this point.
Right.
But the whole world sees it. The only people that don't see it is the bumbling idiots out here. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, right? But guess what? There ain't nothing happy about America. Yeah, that's what the word gay means.
Right.
There ain't nothing but happy about this place. But they got a whole month dedicated to abominations. Niggas that should be stoned to death. You're gonna celebrate them for a whole month. Not a day, a week, a whole month. And the niggas, they get the shortest month of the year. A nigga month. What they call it, Black History Month? Yeah. Coon Month. Yeah, Juneteenth. What a joke. Oh, that's in this month, ain't it? Oh, at least you get one day of the month. Disgrace to the planet. That's what America is. But it was a golden cup because everybody wanted to come live the American dream. Yep. Now everybody's finding out that it's nothing but a lie. Yep. And guess what? The other nations, they can just leave, go back to their country. Mm-hmm. You niggas and spicks ain't got nowhere to go. Where you gonna go? Mexico? You're gonna be worse off over there because Esau's in power over there.
Hey, there was a time where they thought America's street was actually paved with gold.
Yep.
They like these other nations, they really believe that there was places in America, and they come here and then they find potholes and shit.
Yeah, every damn street you go on, damn blowing your suspension and shit, popping tires.
Bro, I hate that shit, bro. That shit fuck your shit up, bro. And they ain't gonna fix it.
Well, if they do fix it, it'll be back even bigger next week. Even in my neighborhood, which it ain't the hood, but it ain't the richest place either. But the damn streets got potholes in my neighborhood. I'm like, damn. Yeah. Don't they got homeowners association? You paying that shit every month? They should be able to fix this shit. Right. A big ass pothole in the middle of the street. Like, how did this even happen? It ain't 18 wheelers coming through here. But it's the shitty infrastructure of America, man. That's why your brand new houses and brand new apartments breaking in a week. And the goddamn roof falling off. And you just moved in, brand new.
Right. Had it been actually paved, that's why we're gonna pave our streets with gold. This devil is a fucking leprechaun sitting on all the gold, just letting it collect dust in a fucking attic or some shit in a basement.
And that's what the leprechaun is, Amalek. They look like they got a big nose. Control, yeah. Nigga under the bridge.
Make sure fucking streets and shit with concrete. This shit is horrible. This shit is death, bro. And that's why, hey, this man is as wickedness, he is as death. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, he destroyed them that destroyed the earth, man. You can't blame nobody else other than Esau for the destruction of the earth, man. Right. You can't blame the Chinese, which they're doing it now, because what? They follow the ways of Esau. Where did industrialism begin? The West. AI, all this technology really began, even though China's advancing in it, all that shit comes from Esau. His devilish ways, man. Yeah, more than that.
Hey, it polluted the heart.
Yeah, literally.
Verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Yeah, man. So the judgments have gone to the heavens of America. And that's why it's going to be destroyed. There's no making America great again. Healing it. All right, we're going to... Again, they can't even fix the fucking street. They going to fix America? Come on, man. Homelessness is increasing. The inflation is going through the roof. Oh, it's only 3%. Yeah. Do the math on your own. Go to the store and look at the prices of the food and compare it just to last year. And you telling me it's only 3.9%?
Fuck no.
It's more like 75% shit. Gas. What, in 3 months it went up 70%. Depending where you live, 50 to 70%, man. You tell. That's a damn. At this point, it's a insult to people's intelligence. What they say on the news, man. But again, most people, they're not watching mainstream media. They're looking through their Twitter, you know. A lot of people are switching over to YouTube channels to get their news from. But then you still got a lot of people still looking at the mainstream media, but them niggas is just complete idiots. But again, even if you do get alternative news sources, you still don't know what the fuck's going on. Because what? People they're not watching. They're not occupied in prophecy. They're occupied at their 9 to 5 so they can pay their rent. As the prices continue to rise, and you're hoping them, we just gotta wait this out. Once the war is over with Iran and things will get better, they told you it ain't gonna get better. Even if it did stop, it'd take years to get things back on track. That's what the experts are saying. But you're gonna listen to Bill Nye, the science guy, you know, or what's that dude, Kramer? Is his name Kramer? That dictates. The American economy is over, man. It's too much debt. It's impossible to get out of it. So what they gotta do is just reset the whole system. It's because there's no way you can pay. Even the interest, look, the interest that they're paying on the debt is more than the military GDP. It's more than that. It's impossible, and it is just all purposely to bankrupt America. Really, what they're doing is bankrupting the earth at this point, the financial system, because they already have a new one set up. That was it on that? Okay.
This is Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 4 in the AMP. For my eye will have no pity on you, nor will I spare you, but I will repay you for your evil ways.
Yeah, the Lord ain't gonna have pity on none of you Americans, man. They seem to be the elect. You might have one of these damn selfless driver cars run your ass over. The Waymo, some shit like that. You crossing the street, you got the green light, that motherfucker just take off.
Back up on your ass.
Yeah.
It'll be a spirit on it. Spirit for visions.
Remember, that's what AI is.
Right.
Just summoning demons. That's what Elon said.
Yeah.
Waymo. That's what it is. And again, I mentioned it a couple weeks ago. It was a whole fleet of them in Atlanta circling the block, just driving in circles. Looking for the niggas to run over.
Stuck at a red light, the yellow, blinking yellow. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, man. This man's his technology is not to be trusted. He's even admitted it. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. It's a little too advanced. Because it's not artificial, it's autonomous.
Yeah. Elon Musk said that AI is the devil or something like that. You know,
Demons. Yeah, he said
demons.
And they had a video of, I forgot what car company, Toyota, Camry, but they supposed to have it where when you reach a certain point close to somebody, it automatically stops.
Oh.
And one of the owners to the shit, he was like, I'm gonna stand out front of the car.
Wow.
And his ass got hit.
He was at a dealership, I think.
His ass got hit. Trusting in that fucking demon, man.
That's why I don't fuck with them electric cars. You couldn't pay me to get in one of them motherfuckers. You be seeing it. Nigga died. Because what? The Lord ain't had pity on him. Nigga was screaming in the Tesla.
Right.
Can't help you. I can't help you.
And again, that's the electric, those lithium batteries, you can't turn that shit off with a regular fire hydrant. You need a special fire hydrant to turn that shit off, and ain't nobody coming with it. By the time the fire department get there, you dead.
Chris.
Yep.
They shit burning on the water.
Yeah. Well, that's why. And remember, all these, especially these cars in Florida, when all this floods came and the storms came, and these Teslas got sold cheap, and people started buying them. That's why you see them everywhere. But they got flood damage, and that salt in the water interacts with the lithium-ion batteries, and then it ignites spontaneous combustion.
Chemistry under your ass.
You think you got a deal on the Tesla? You should have checked the watermarks on the trunk, though. And again, no pity though. People are going to be dying in some horrendous ways, and just like that dude in the Tesla, all you're going to hear is the screams. That's going to be a daily thing very soon here in America. The screams of people dying, starving, or just confusion. Just wailing, gnashing their teeth. Wait till the Lord show up, man. Shit.
And those cars are ran off of the battery, so like it's not like a regular car. Where if that shit shut down, you can't even open the door. The door is ran by the battery, the window, everything. So when the battery's fucked, you stuck in there. That's why he couldn't get out of the car.
Yeah, well, it's a computer on wheels. So once the computer shut down, that's it. Ain't nothing else opening, man. You stuck. It's a trap. But it says,
which they do have emergency levers. But who the fuck read the book to know that? and the panic mode, you ain't gonna,
right.
You're gonna be trying to open it the regular way.
Right.
But they do have levers, because my car's like that. It's a button to open the door, but if the battery dies, then you can't open it because it's power. It needs electricity. So, but it does have a lever you can pull. But what if that shit don't work?
True.
Better kick that motherfucking window out. Shit.
Them bitches strong.
And
They made them bitches strong.
And if you try to get out the front windshield, you ain't never getting out that bitch.
That shit's sealed in.
And if you got tints on your window, that shit won't even shatter, so you still fucked. And again, most people don't even have the strength to do that. And if you do, the Lord might take it from you in that moment. You become feeble.
doing the gym every day.
That's right.
Your whole life.
Can't even break the window now.
That's when you know it's the Lord, bro.
You hear a rubber ducky every time you hit it.
It says, while your abominations are among you, and you will know, recognize, understand, without any doubt, that I am the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Yeah, if you America with the whole earth, you about to know who the Lord is.
Right.
But y'all forgot about his power and how dreadful he is among the heathen. All right, that he's the king of terrors. You're gonna know before you give up the ghost. You're gonna know why this is happening, and that the Lord sent out messengers to tell you about it long ago. You just didn't take heed. So now you just gonna have to figure it out, and you ain't gonna figure it out. But what? Knowledge, wisdom is the stability of our time, so we know what to do. Just wait upon the Lord. Trust in the Lord. We ain't got to do nothing spectacular. The Lord's going to do the spectacular, you know? And we're going to give him all the glory and praises. When we start putting people to flight, all right, when we start doing miracles, and you haven't had a meal in a week, and we eat, you're going to know why. And we're going to let you know. Because the world will fear the Lord again.
That's right.
You can submit now, or you can submit when he returns. All right, but every knee shall bow.
That's right.
And that's when the true valuable men is gonna really show forth. Which these people are blinded to, that the real high value men is not your red pill community on YouTube. It's the prophets.
YouTube influencer.
Right.
And them niggas ain't shit. All right, then all their talking points they got from us, beginning with the elder apostles, man. They ain't saying nothing new. They just got a platform, and people, send you some money on the super chat, and not one person, people barely drop a penny for us. I mean, there have been people that have given us money before, but motherfuckers get hundreds of dollars on their super chats. Like, this nigga just got 500. Why would you give him 500 of your hard-earned money? And he don't give a damn about you. He ain't telling you nothing that's gonna save your soul.
Right.
But that's all right, because the Lord is having it so that you have to believe on the word.
Right.
Not who's giving you the message, but very soon the table's gonna turn, and we're gonna get fame and praise. And the women that come running, they're we ain't worried about nothing of this world that we go, oh, I gotta show off so I can, get some bitches. They ain't worried about that, man. Because we know that they're just a byproduct of serving the Lord.
Right.
If the Lord allowed these derelicts to get women, niggas living it up in Miami, and we don't think the Lord gonna send us women? Come on, man.
And then we virgins.
Yeah, because women are hypergamous. They can smell power, and right now the power is in the hand of the wicked.
Yeah, the more wicked, the higher you go up the totem pole.
Yeah.
And women, ooh, they want the lavish lifestyle.
Right.
Well, guess what? A wicked woman is given to a wicked man. So, hey, you can have them. These run up hoes. You can have them. Take them. Shit. Right. At this point, we not, look, these women are used up. We looking for virgins, man.
Right.
And the Lord going to send them to us.
Right.
Now the Lord will have mercy on certain women.
Right.
Well, even certain women that have high body counts, whatever the case may be. But it's gonna be a whole different attitude in that day. It's gonna be a whole different attitude. They ain't gonna get no talk back, no lip, whatever they call it. They're gonna be. We ain't even gonna. Listen, we're not even gonna have to tell them to shut the fuck up no more.
Give them a look.
They not gonna say shit. Yeah, what they gonna say?
I'm humbling.
But that's how we know things are gonna get so drastic out here that women are just gonna be willing to submit to a man of the Lord instantly. Beg us. Just let me be called by thy name.
Right.
Because right now they're proud as hell, like that one chick that was out here, just proud as demons. Use goods and still proud.
And in that day, a woman's gonna be the least of our worries.
Yeah.
We already done overcame Eve. We don't give a fuck. Brothers already live without it. So in that day, we're looking for salvation at the end of the day.
And the people that are going to be around us are going to be believers. The Lord is going to send them. It ain't going to be like you, which we do be picking, and the Lord, claiming them. But the believers are just going to start flocking to us because they believe. They're going to believe on what we said before, what we're going to be doing in that time. It's going to be undeniable that we got the power, the true power, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's who's going to do these things through us, though. Just like he used us as messengers, well, he's going to continue to use us, but it's going to be upgraded. That's right. To show you the power. Because you don't believe it now, which the word is power. You don't believe it right now, well, all right, seeing is believing. For the majority of even the believers, they're just going to have to see something, right? Because you might have told them they didn't buck up about it, up against the word, but they're on the fence, so to say. Because there's devils of faith, But that trust and believe. When they say see you do some supernatural thing, ain't gonna be nothing. You're just gonna have to get in line or get left behind.
They're gonna be willing in that day.
You have more on that?
It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, a disaster is coming, one so destructive and injurious, so sudden and violent that it stands alone.
And ultimately the nukes. Right. Yeah. That's gonna be that ultimate violence. A time like no other, which is gonna be the lead up to the end. But when them missiles drop, nothing will ever be seen like that again. Right. And nothing has ever been seen like that. Right. You can't even compare it to nothing. The flood was the closest thing to it, and that's not even gonna be comparable. Of the intense heat that's gonna melt the very elements.
Says, a unique disaster, look, it is coming. And it is
a unique disaster. Because again, it's never been, nuclear destruction has never been seen. Yeah, they drop atomic bombs, but thermonuclear destruction is coming to America, and that's what the Bible's talking about.
Right.
That's how America is going to be checked out for good.
It says, an end is coming, the end has come, it has awakened against you, look, it has come.
Yeah. The end's here, man. We at the end, because remember the Lord said the word's going to go out to the four corners of the earth, and then the end shall come. Well, the end is here, man. America's at its end. America ain't got 5 years left. We down to months of Babylon the Great. If you can't see it, you will when you're living in the streets. Because people are already becoming homeless, digging through dumpsters, And you made fun of the bum for doing that. And now you living in the Honda Civic at the gym, working 82 hours a week.
Still, bro.
It's still, bro.
Dang.
Jump down to verse 25. I'm sorry. What version you was reading?
That was
NLT or the AMB? AMB. Okay, yeah. See what it says in that verse 25.
It says, verse 25, when anguish comes, they of Judah shall seek peace, but there will be none.
Read it in the NLT. I think it's the NLT or NIV, one of those. Says a little better. That's what's coming. Anguish, and the King James says destruction cometh, and they shall find no peace. Hey, they're talking about peace deals, man. Ceasefires. What the hell? And only an idiot would believe that. After you all slaughtered schoolgirls and blew up their, what they call them, the Ayatollah, which is their supreme leader, the religious supreme leader. Hey, you're talking about they're gonna open up the strait again. Okay, you keep waiting on that.
And some of the generals too, they killed.
Yeah. Majority of them. Majority of the top guys they killed. And including men, women, children, babies, all that. They ain't get it down. The new guy, I told her they killed his family, his father, his wife, his baby.
They want blood.
Yeah, they got some people here. Sleeper cells.
Right. Oh, they got a lot of videos coming out showing people going into the sewers and shit, man. You know, with that whole thing coming, the whole what is it? The soccer shit?
Yeah, FIFA Cup.
Yeah, the FIFA Cup coming. They got people, you know, going in the sewers, probably planting bombs or something.
Yeah. And again, that's people coming from all over the world. Right. They're not gonna fly from Iran here. Right. They're gonna go to I don't know, Kazakhstan and fly from there. Pakistan, yeah. Turkmenistan, Algeria, and they can't stop all these people. They're all flying in to watch soccer. Yeah, okay.
We're at a circus.
Yep. Which that's another crazy shit going on with that AI taking over that. They got AI in the fucking soccer balls now, bro. Shit's crazy.
Control who wins
Says
games.
Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 25. Terror and trembling will overcome my people.
What version is that?
NLT.
Okay.
Terror and trembling will overcome my people. They will look for peace, but will not find it.
There you go. That's what's coming. That's what these last days of America are going to consist of: terror, anguish, destruction, fear, and no escape, no peace. You're not going to find safety or shelter except in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And then by extension, we're going to be that shelter. That's how the rest of the elect are going to be protected through us. You know, what's Isaiah 32? You got some more?
Yeah, there's some more on this. It says, verse 26, calamity will follow calamity.
Yeah, that's what we are. It's already begun. Mm-hmm. Things just get worse and worse.
Domino effect.
Yeah. And now the dominoes are speeding up.
Yeah.
And it only takes one domino to fall for that to start, and guess what? The dominoes already fell. Yeah. They're about to run out. So the last one's gonna be the missiles.
That's right. Rumor will follow rumor. They will look in vain for a vision from the prophets.
Oh yeah, now you want to hear us out.
Yeah.
And guess what? We ain't gonna be out here no more.
Yeah.
Yep.
And even people from our families and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, ex-women, they're gonna try to come back around. Everybody gonna try to get with the program. Scriptures like people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Niggas gonna want to get with the program, and it's gonna be too late.
Yeah, you're not. Well, again, Amos 8. You're gonna dig in 8 and 11 and 12. They're gonna be searching.
Right.
Damn, I know they be out there on Saturday. And then it's gonna be niggas getting butchered out here. You think we gonna be out here? Shit. You see all these teen takeovers, these street takeovers. People just wilding out. And you still got the luxury of going to fast food.
Right.
You still got AC. When all that goes, when food is a rare commodity, you think they're gonna be out here just to take over the streets? No, they're gonna be out here to take your life.
Yeah. Hey, in the first place people gonna go is these cities, man.
Yep.
This is where everybody here, with all the, you know, the fluent people at, they're gonna come try to rob these people in their condos and whatnot, and it's gonna be chaos in these cities.
I remember that nigga that was driving that Lambo. I'm gonna find that motherfucker lamb chop.
I mean, that nigga lamb chop. Because then it's gonna turn to cannibalism, bro. It's gonna get so bad and so desperate, people have to start resorting to eating each other.
Yep.
Okay, so, hey, it's fun now, but that's what's coming. in the near coming months, man.
And the celebrities are coming in, starting in a minute. This bitch Celine Dion said it. She said, "Yeah, I used to eat children." She said it, and that's why you see all these celebrities, because it's a side effect of there's a disease I can't remember the name of it, but it's a disease of you get it from cannibalism. And then, so you'll start losing weight and shit, and that's why they're blaming it on Ozempic. But but it's really it's that disease is starting to hit all these celebrities. That's why they're so fucking skinny now. A lot of them. It ain't Ozempic. It's that cannibalism they've been doing.
Yeah.
And what's her name? Selena Gomez. See how skinny she got?
Yeah.
She
She got fat at one point. Ariana Grande.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
The black bitch that she played in the movie. Oh yeah. That bitch she look like sticks and stones. I think it's Cara or some shit like that. I can't remember the name of it, but you can look it up. It's a real disease that comes from cannibalism. Kiru, that's what it is. Yep. Okay. If you want to read a little bit of it, the description of it.
Show you that in the book of Eli. And you gonna see that.
Yeah.
You see motherfucker with a shake, you wanna get the fuck away from him that day.
That nigga hungry.
He is not your friend. He wanna eat you.
You being too friendly. Wonder why.
Right. That's the time people, hey, especially these women, they're gonna be getting raped, they're gonna get raped, and they're gonna get ate.
Yep.
Right? Then you're gonna start looking, they're gonna wish you was with a man of the Lord. Then you're gonna realize the value of a man of the Lord.
And you might not measure just like these women. They say we got standards and blah blah blah. And you're not gonna measure up to what we want.
Right.
You're gonna have to do some extreme things to get with a man of the Lord.
Right.
We're gonna have high standards in that day.
And again, the Lord's gonna send us who He wants us to be around, or who He wants around us. That's it.
Right.
But you got anything on that scripture or something?
I had that word.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says primary disease associated with cannibalism. I think it's KURU, a rare, incurable, and fatal brain disorder.
Incurable.
You ate too much human meat, man. That's why you're not supposed to eat humans.
Right.
Now you got a whole disease. It's a mental. You losing weight. Oh, Zambi. Whoa. No. You ate too many babies. That's what it was. That's how they live. Look at Tom Cruise. This nigga looked like he looked in 1982. This nigga ain't aged in 40 years. Yeah, all that baby blood. Yeah, that's the adrenochrome, man. They all part of the Epstein files, man. Your favorite actor, actress, they all in their files, man.
And this is the validity of the movie. Denzel Washington.
Eli,
the water. Because you said shakes. It says the word kuru translates to shake or trembling.
Yo. And niggas, it really, a lot of these people are already cannibals, they just don't know it.
Right.
Eating all that damn McDonald's and shit. Drinking Pepsi, more than fetuses in your shit. This place just gotta go, man. But yeah, these people in the Epstein class, they eat them motherfucking babies for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's in the files at Epstein. They called it jerky, they called it pizza, they talking about human meat. This is the perverse world we live in, and these are the leaders. And again, who does everybody look up to? Celebrities. That's my idol. Don't they got a whole what they call the Grammys? They give them idols. Oh, this dude. Man, they're a bunch of sickos. You think Trump is bad? These motherfuckers is just as bad, man. Epstein files. Anybody you seen in the movie, if it's a high level movie, them niggas ate some babies, man.
That's coming back.
Yep. Gonna be forced. Hell, women are gonna eat their own children.
I got that. Real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2 Kings 6:25. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it, until an ass's head was sold for 4 pieces of silver, and the 4th part of a cab of dove's dung was for 5 pieces of silver.
You'll be eating shit, but you already are. But hey, imagine that, people eating a donkey's head. That's how desperate people gonna get. And where the hell, people don't even know where to find donkeys. So what's the next best option? Eating mud cakes and your neighbor.
Children.
Yeah, because they're the easiest. They're gonna be the easiest to kill. Bop. right over the head, throw that nigga in the stew.
A lot of people eat their pets, man.
Yep.
Dogs and cats, first ones to go.
Yeah, you talking about shit about Moab. Oh, they eat cats and dogs. Nigga, you gonna eat little Toto.
Yeah, they showed you that in what was that, Venezuela, when they had that little crisis?
Yep.
People was breaking into the zoos.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to eat anything.
Anything. I just want to get some eat. That's what it's gonna be. Then people are gonna, because again, when that hunger hits, people will go into some extreme measures to eat.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know, you can't, according to the law, you can't eat everything, man. Everything ain't food. I saw a story about this family that ate a bear,
Oh yeah, I saw
and they had a bunch of their body got rid of parasites. So all food ain't food, bro.
Right.
Everything that you can put, because you put him up don't mean it's food. So people gonna be eating anything, they gonna be dying from that.
Niggas already eat anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You go on social media, a nigga eating a raccoon or
Iguana,
iguanas. Ugh.
gator nuggets. But the Lord made certain animals. You look at it and you're like, that I shouldn't eat that.
Right.
You eat it anyway. A fucking possum, armadillo.
Squirrels.
Yeah. But again, the Lord might make it so you can't even find them animals, man.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are gonna starve to death. You know, and you might not even, because you know when that body starts to eat itself from starvation, you're not even gonna have strength to run down an animal.
Yeah, catch them. You become very, they call it lethargic. You know? Basically, you want to do something, but you can't move.
You got no energy.
Yeah.
Find a way.
Or even it takes energy to digest the food too. So it goes to a point you're gonna try to eat, you're gonna keep coming back up.
Yeah, you might not even be able to digest it. Throw it up.
Yeah.
Your systems are failing. And once your organs start shutting down, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna be able to go to the emergency room. All right, call Dr. Patel. Or you might be priced out of the AI doctor, so it's gonna get bad, man. Again, we ain't not afraid of what's coming, because the Lord said we gonna eat while people are starving, and we ain't gonna be eating no damn raccoon. The Lord is gonna find make a way for us, and it's gonna be, yeah, He can just give us manna from heaven. He did it before, do it again. Go ahead.
2 Kings 6:26. And as the king of Israel was passing upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help my lord, O king. And he said, If the Lord does not help thee, when shall I help thee?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna tell you in that day. If you ain't right, help me. Can you help me out? Hey, the Lord ain't helping you. What you want me to do for shit?
Right.
Because you know the Lord's gonna turn our discernment up. We're gonna be able to realize this motherfucker ain't worthy to be fed.
Right.
Keep it moving.
Right.
Or it might just put you to flight.
Yeah, and the Lord don't want certain people to be helped. So even if they, no matter how bad they need it, we ain't gonna be able to help you.
They're not part of the elect, so it's right. Beat it. Can't sit here. That's what a lot of people are going to be turned down in that day.
Yes.
We're going to be doing a lot of turning down to women and not scoffers, but if you ain't right, we're going to be able to tell. The Lord's going to put it on our spirit to know who's right and who ain't. Yeah, we got that spirit now, but it's going to be even more increased.
Yeah. Or something might happen where you might want to help somebody, and the Lord just intervene and make it not happen. Like
Strike them
like,
down.
Yeah, immediately. Like, oh shit.
Or maybe you do feed them and then they go about their way and still die. Because some people did follow the Lord just to eat. Them motherfuckers might be back here to get a meal, just to get a missile. But they don't truly believe.
I remember this chick I was dealing with at one time. She said something that was heavy. She was like, "Don't nothing get past you." You know how you dealing with a woman, they try to get shit past you.
Try to play games.
Yeah, he said, "Don't nothing get past you." And I said, "That's the Lord. It ain't me. The Lord get past the Lord." So in the middle of the Lord, we're gonna be able to see through a lot of bullshit in these last times. But we already can.
And we'll be able to perceive your thoughts like the Lord did. He said we're gonna do the same works and greater. That was one of the works He did.
Right.
Read people's mind.
Right. So we're gonna see all your guilty, things you did, and the Lord said, "No, leave that motherfucker."
Because when motherfucker lying, they might be telling the lie, but in their mind they're like, "Yeah, we got you. Yeah, we're gonna hear that shit."
Yep.
And then repeat it back to you, and then have you super bugged out. How'd you know that? They got heard you.
Glory be to the Lord. Yeah, but you just fucked up.
Yeah. Then you just drop that.
Right. Jeez.
It is not me you have lied to, but the Spirit.
That's right. Give up the ghost right there and then.
The same people that picked up your husband Is it a pickup or your wife?
Waiting outside.
Waiting outside.
And that's the power. And again, that Peter just spoke that. And that it happened. Yeah, that's what we're going to be doing, man. We're just going to speak something, and it's going to happen. We might say, hey, the Lord's going to kill you with a lightning bolt, and then they fried right there on the spot. And everybody sees that, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Let me not fuck with him.
Yeah.
Hey, the scripture says we're going to have abundance. People, the heathen going to envy us and not be able to do nothing. What you going to do with somebody that just called fire down from the heavens?
Run.
Yeah, exactly. You just gonna be sitting there angry and envious. Not fuck with them.
2 Kings 6 and 28, last two verses. It says, "And the king said unto her, What aileth thee? And she answered, This woman said unto me, Give thy son, that we may eat him today, and we will eat my son tomorrow."
How many people know that go to church?
Right.
There was cannibalism in the Bible. So it's not far-fetched. The Lord's going to put it on these people's spirit to eat their own kids. Thanks.
You know your whole life gonna be trying to break down your door and eat you, man. You know? It's gonna be like that.
What did Adley Jones say? I'll eat my neighbor. I'm going to eat that. But that's the average American. Right. Because these average Americans are addicted to food. They don't... I remember, 3 meals a day. No, that's like 7 meals a day. You get snacks. And all the food got drugs in it. So you addicted. You addicted to eating. You know, so these people don't know what it is to go on a fast.
Well, now they're being forced into it because they're broke.
Right.
But even then, they still eat some bullshit.
Right.
Processed.
Cancerous, yeah, exactly. Some fucking cheeseburger from
That's
McDonald's.
You gotta get off that processed food, man, because that stuff, it's gonna be harder to kick it. That's where all the chemicals at.
And that's why the bacon bean one tastes normal to them, but you've been eating it already.
Right.
You know, I'm not saying 100% beef. Yeah, I'm like 38% nigga baby in there. Just mix it all up into the ground beef.
Plant-based.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
If you see it, why has it got blood then? It's
Right.
plant-based, but it comes in a package full of blood?
Yeah.
What is this? Because I've seen that shit
Yeah.
at a restaurant. The dude showed me and my young.
Yeah,
He came out, he showed us the packages that come in. He said, I wouldn't eat that shit if I was you. Because I ordered it out, and he's like, I would eat that if I was you. I said, never mind, nigga. Let me get the turkey.
Lord came through. He's like, nah.
Yeah. I ain't ate plant-based nothing ever since. But you know, we in hell at the end of the day, but
Every try.
you know, yeah.
Hey, when you starving, hey, they show you that in the Snickers commercial. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Right.
You know, so these people go without food, you're gonna start making rash decisions, stupid decisions to the point where you're gonna eat your own children. Especially the so-called black woman. The black woman don't give a fuck about her children.
A bitch gonna eat.
And they got 12 children, 5 different baby daddies. So get rid of the youngest one first. Fuck it.
The one
Right.
crying, keep crying.
Right.
Yeah, but
He probably
treat
gonna
him
eat
like
your
shit
ass.
anyway.
Right.
Yeah, ain't gonna be nothing to kill little Tyrone.
Sheesh.
Keisha, big old fat Keisha, fucking legs swollen and shit. Yeah.
2 Kings 6 and 29. So we boiled my son and did eat him.
Made some nigga stew. And the meat was just falling off the bone.
And I said unto her on the next day, Give thy son that we may eat him. And she hath hid her son.
Yep. So they gonna be lying. Yeah, we eat my son tomorrow. Let's just eat your son today. And the mother be gone the next day. With a fool, got some lunchy and meat to go with it.
Hey, and then that disease the elder priest brought out about how it's an incurable disease. That's judgment.
Yep.
That's judgment from the Lord because you can't be cured from it. So eventually you're going to end up being destroyed if you do that.
And again, they start looking like motherfuckers that live in Africa. Look at the picture of Celine Dion right now. She is through.
Right.
Look like straight up a skeleton with skin on it.
Yeah.
No muscle mass, nothing.
And they had, I was gonna say they had to do that to get into that realm. That's the only way they got to be Selena Dion is they had to do that to get into that realm, and now that shit coming to backfire on them.
These songs ain't just gonna let you get this fame and praise, right? We gonna get fame and praise because we serve the Lord.
That's right.
How do they get it on the left hand side? Like doing atrocious acts,
That's
such
right.
as cannibalism,
right.
such as sexual magic,
Right.
And it ain't no regular sex I'm talking about.
Right.
We're talking about sex with minors, beasts, you know,
Orgies.
inanimate objects, orgies like they showed in Eyes Wide Shut.
Right.
It was just a freak off. Diddy ain't nothing compared to what they really be doing.
Right.
All right, and these shindigs that Edom, you know, does. They try to make Diddy seem like the worst nigga on the planet.
Right.
He's a sicko, of course. He's a cuck. Right. But compared to the shit that Epstein and the Epstein class does, and
Right.
these celebrities do, like the high level celebrities, hell, even Denzel, all these niggas is sick.
Yep.
And they've been to the, you can't even call it a freak off. It's a ritual.
Yep.
Right.
Satanic ritual.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where they just happen to freak off. But it's a satanic ritual. That's how they get to that level.
Right.
And then
Right.
sign on the dotted line in blood. All these rappers, they all homosexuals, man.
Right. You gotta be. That's a part of serving Satan. Satan, that androgynous spirit, Baphomet, you have to be a homosexual if you want to make it. You got to be a wizard, or a sorcerer if you want to make it in this world. You know?
Diddy was nothing but a doorkeeper.
Exactly.
He was
Oh,
low
yeah.
level.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
man, but they, like the elder preacher says, they painted him to be the worst guy ever. But when you really get past that level, there's always something worse when you
Yeah.
go up the
Yeah,
scale.
who showed them that, all that?
Exactly.
That dude Clyde Davis, who's the small hat. You know? So really come back from the small hats.
Yeah, and you got that industry witch.
Oh,
that
yeah.
all the
Oh, yeah,
rappers
yeah, yeah.
they're around that witch. Like, yeah, and she's bro.
They're just recruiters, man.
Yeah.
Diddy was a recruiter.
Right.
Bring more people to that lifestyle. And that's why some guys, they never make it. They might have a one-hit wonder, but then they take them to that back room and say, hey, listen up. You know, the light, they turn the lights down. A camera, nigga with the camera rolling. And you know, they're gonna say, this is what you gotta do. You know, and they bring out the little baby on the plate. Look at the Epstein files, man. They had the pictures of it. There's pictures of babies. You know, what the fuck are these people doing with babies, man? All these missing children and shit.
Right.
It was somebody ate that. Right?
Yeah. Once your baby go missing, you can assume that baby getting ate
Yeah.
by that time.
That's one of the main reasons America's got to go for the Satanism that goes on.
Oh yeah.
All right, and now they doing it openly at this point. They don't care no more.
Yeah.
It's all over. It's part of the culture. The Satanism.
Yeah. Hey, well, Halloween come around, motherfuckers embody that shit, bro.
Well, hell, Pride Month, man. What do you think is gonna be going on in these major cities? Well, St. Pete is a hub for that shit.
Yeah, it is.
Fucking, you know, degeneracy, man. But when we was out there teaching, we would see that shit every year.
Yeah.
You know, that's one of the biggest parades they do in St. Pete.
Really?
During June or Pride Month. And Florida is if not the biggest in Florida.
Right.
Just fucking flames.
Yeah, I went out there not too long ago, and everything was like pride flag everywhere. The streets had pride flag painted on it. Like, what the hell? So that's America.
And now you got this nigga. Who is it? He's a high level official, senator, or some shit. Majority of them are open.
Oh yeah.
homes, man.
Oh yeah.
What the hell? Who voted for this nigga? Shit. He got his husband standing next to him.
Oh my
What
God.
the hell is wrong with you people, man? But it's been normalized.
Right.
Because this is the mother of harlots, man. All these sick philosophies, it's been normalized.
Right.
What do you think college and university is all about? Freakism.
Right.
You know, chick that went to university when you know what happened to her.
She gone. She done.
I was in a sorority. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not taking you serious. That's for sure.
Yeah. Any woman that go to college,
That's the worst place you can see.
yeah.
Your
That's
daughters.
your daughter in
Yeah.
college.
That ain't
She
your woman
gonna
no
come
more.
back.
Well, even the military. Anywhere you send a woman at, really.
Yeah. Anyway, you say your daughter is fucked.
That's true.
That's
I was
why-
just saying that's what they. Oh, you
Oh,
go
yeah.
to college.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's something like
Yeah.
praised and glorified.
Yeah.
You're gonna go live your hot girl summer for 4 years, and then come out with a useless degree, and now you just got
80 bodies.
Who knows how many bodies that you can even remember? Because you know they get
Plastered.
yeah they just get fucked up and don't even remember, drugged out,
Train ran off.
yes, flooded out.
Yeah.
That's part of the sorority shit. The sororities and the clubs and shit. If you want to be a part of that, you got to do there's rituals.
Yeah. Hazing.
Hazing,
Yep.
yeah, and then, you know, bro, it's like, and then she want to be taken serious. Yeah, you're a serious joke, shit.
Right.
But you got something?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 7, and thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, I'm talking about America. But hell, the women have taken on that spirit of America. That, oh, I'll be a lady forever. It don't matter what I do. The past doesn't matter. I can ride the cotton carousel all I want. And there's a nigga waiting for me at the end of the road.
Right.
And now they're finding out that there ain't nobody waiting for you.
Right.
You just been pumped and dumped. Now your self-esteem is this big.
Right.
And now you're crying yourself to sleep at night.
40
Right.
with no kids.
Right.
Or 12. And no man though.
And no man, yeah.
One or the other.
Because what? That's the spirit America has pushed on to around the world.
The scriptures say that, give not a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And they all wicked. And that's what America does, that's what the so-called white man has done, giving the woman a pass to live as you want, do what you want, and there's no recompense for it. There's no
Shaking her ass.
yeah.
Out in public, intoxicated out in public.
True.
And somehow they think that's sexy.
True.
But again, we got simps. You know? But the simps ain't simping like they used to.
Nah.
Yeah, it's over, man. The nice guys are done.
They ain't got the money to do it.
Exactly.
Right,
OnlyFans
right.
sales is going down. And then, you know, OnlyFans, at least these bitches on OnlyFans, at least they're open whores. But these women just walking around the streets is probably bigger whores. You know?
Right,
She just
facts.
ain't recording it.
Right.
Exactly.
But I guarantee you should send, somebody got a new picture of her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they talk shit about a prostitute. Well, you doing it for free.
Fine.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. At least she getting money.
Yeah, at least she getting money with it.
You're doing it for free.
Hey, well, they say the most freakiest girls, like the church girls, the preacher's
Pastor's
daughter.
Yeah.
You know, so she ain't gonna be on OnlyFans, but she damn sure doing OnlyFans thing.
At least a hoe, like a real hoe, a prostitute is a little more humbler than the average chick out here that ain't selling pussy.
Right, right,
Because at least she knows she a hoe.
right.
Wham bam, thank you, man. She take the money and go on about her business. These women, they just want to, come on, man.
Right.
But again, they think they ladies when they're not. They're far from it.
Right.
With that princess treatment.
Right.
Delusion.
Far from that.
Yeah, you're the only princess is a virgin. All right.
Right, right.
That's the only time you treat a woman like a princess. Which, you know, you got women, you got to deal with them. But, you know, in the kingdom, we ain't getting no secondhand goods.
Right, right.
They all
Yeah.
got multiple personalities because of
Yeah,
all the semen in
DNA.
them. All that DNA. That's why one day she acting like this, and the next day she acting like a completely different. Like, where the fuck you
Shit,
learn
that
from?
same
Exactly,
day.
exactly.
The same day,
same
bitches
hour.
act
You're like,
different.
what the fuck? Switch up quick. You know, that's why the average woman is like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, that's why they need guidance, man. These women need guidance. If not, they're gonna fall for the ways of Babylon, man. A woman with no instruction is headed to destruction.
Yes.
Self-destruction mode.
Yep.
Exactly.
Self-destruction. These women are constantly on self-destruction mode. That's all it is.
Just like America.
Yep.
America's in self-destruction mode.
Mm.
Go ahead, Doug.
So reading on Isaiah 47 and verse 8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures.
Yep. And that's what America's all about. People just looking for pleasure, chasing after lust. Not chasing after the fear of the Lord, not trying to serve what the Lord wants. It's all about pleasure in themselves,
Right.
especially these women.
Oh yeah.
They're giving unto pleasures, man. Well, the Lord's gonna give you up to your own delusions, man. You wanted to play the harlot? Well, hey, you might get raped to death very soon.
Right, right,
Oh, hell,
yeah.
that's the fan. You
Right.
ain't just gonna rape you till you can't move no more,
You ask for it.
and then eat you.
Yeah, yeah.
The scripture say what? She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth. So then that's what women love. They got that song. I forgot who's saying it. Girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's an actual spirit.
Better,
and
yeah.
now these women are. That's why when you see a woman, she's
Okay,
dead,
you
bro.
can
Like
unplug
that's death. She's indulged in death. They just love pleasure, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how you keep her. That's how you want to keep her happy.
It's
Fun.
to say she that is given the pleasure is dead as she lived. So the Lord said in the last days, people shall be lovers of themselves. Well, that's part of that. That pleasure, man. The pleasure. And then the pleasure palace.
Right.
Yeah, okay. That'll lead you to a missile.
That's right.
Because these women love they love to pleasure themselves too.
Right. Oh
Yeah.
They got all these sex toys and shit.
Yeah.
The rose.
They're sexual
Cheating
deviants, man.
themselves to death and
And
shit.
that's why you can't please them.
Yeah.
You in there
Yeah.
going ham. She's just
Ain't nothing down there. Ain't
She
nothing
got
down
dildo
there.
the size of your arm and shit.
Yeah. Hey,
What the hell?
they came out and said how those toys
Sensitize them.
yeah, and it's electronic, so you emit EMF rays, man.
It's vibrating.
Yeah.
Right.
So your shit getting radiated and fried, and you wonder why you can't do it. Nobody can do nothing with you no more.
I can't compete with
I
that.
can't feel anything. She can't feel anything, and I can't feel anything.
Like on a hot dog down the hallway. She got the jackhammer at home. And take the the D batteries.
Big fat battery.
Then she talking about, I don't need no man. And remember, the toys are like latex and plastic, so she's poisoning herself. Now she can't have kids. She don't fuck their own shit up. These women are through, but they think that makes them strong and independent. The devil did a good one on you women, boy.
Oh yeah.
I told that to a chick a couple days ago. I said, God damn, feminism got you good. She can do nothing but agree. Cause shit, at this point, you gotta see it. Take a look in the mirror, shit. You believe all this bullshit because you've been indoctrinated in school, through social media. Now these women, that's why they just gotta be humble, man.
Now they're lonely. Now
It's
you
lonely
go,
epidemic.
yeah, you go to a club or something, there might be 2 men in there and 50, 60 women, So, because nobody want to deal with your ass no more.
You go to the bars,
Right.
women just sitting there talking to each other.
Right.
No nigga coming up to you.
Miserable.
For what? You already know you a hoe, that's why you out here.
Yeah, you play hard to get.
you gonna play hard to get, bitch? Get out of here. Hey, go back home. Hit to the jackhammer shit.
Just get all dressed up, take 2 hours to get ready, go out just to turn down men.
Yeah.
And then you go home and you crying that you need a man, like you through. You bugged out. That's why nobody want to deal with your ass again. But that's why, especially men of the Lord ain't dealing with it. We just gonna wait for Isaiah 4:1. When that happens, women that are gonna be in order, silent, loving,
Begging.
begging.
They're gonna be begging.
Right.
Yeah, that's why chase after the women when we know they're gonna be begging us. And we gonna do what we've been saying.
Going back in Isaiah 47 and verse 8, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Again, that's America. That's the spirit of America is in it, that great whore. Which again, that's why these women are great whores. And read that last part again, what was that's literally the mentality of an American woman right here. Women all over the earth are thinking like this because America has spread that wine.
Yeah.
But here in America, that's why you got the passport pros, man. These niggas with money just leave.
Like a
You
king.
don't get a woman that's gonna actually respect me outside of America.
And a lot of these women outside of America are ready to share a man too.
Oh yeah. Well, shit, now women here are starting to realize, I gotta share them. But again, they're still proud as hell.
Finish up the last piece. It says, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Yeah, they think they a diamond in the dirt. They just so special. Yeah, you the same as the next bitch and the bitch after her. They all think the same. They all act the same. Some just different degrees of it. But the black woman, she's bar none, but not in a good way.
Well, it's because of that hive mind that Babylon put on them.
Yeah, right.
So these women, they all really just copycats. They all just copy each other. Every new trend they do, they all that shit. They all just copy each other. They have no real brain of their own.
Yeah. Look, you go to Miami. Well, shit, even here in Tampa Bay, you go to Miami, bro. That's an international hub of horse.
Yes.
And they all look the same for the most part. Like they think they're so special. They look like the 3 other chicks just on the street.
Right.
They all got the wigs, the big nails, the BBLs. And niggas just, look, if you got a BBL, I'm sorry to tell you, but you just gonna be entertainment. Niggas see it. Yeah.
Shit don't even move.
Yeah, it don't look right. It don't feel right. But and now you just got a growing cancer in you. That a lot of them end up rotting away and shit. Because you put a foreign object in your ass. Bitches got lip fillers. You know, it's overplayed. You know, it's played out. And the average guy is sick of it. How much more the Most High, man? But again, the Lord did it purposely, though. You know, made America that great horde, and then the greatest hordes on the planet are in America.
Isaiah 47:8, finishing off. That says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
Yeah, that's what America thinks, man. Because they ain't been touched like these other nations have. We ain't gonna be no widow. We ain't gonna have mass casualties. Well, you're gonna find out the hard way. Yeah, that shit is coming quickly. And ultimately, the thermonuclear destruction, where hundreds of millions of people will die in one moment, in 1 hour.
Verse 9, but these two things shall come in thee. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day.
Yep. Like a thief in the night. That's how destruction's coming to Babylon. The widowhood and childhood. When it's already going to begin, it's going to start before the missiles, right? Because men are about to be drafted hard. They're going to die in the wars and the famine. So there's going to be a lot of single women out here. All right, not independent though. They ain't gonna be strong and independent. They're gonna be just single. They ain't gonna be singled out, by these sickos that are left behind. Unless the Lord have mercy and lead you to one of the men of the Lord. But the odds ain't in your favor, realistically. But we don't need none of you women in America, man.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're polluted.
They all, unless you, and that's why the apostle been saying, man, we're gonna get them young. But they're the less polluted ones. Even they polluted, but they're the less polluted, But the rest of these women coming out of the element, they're gonna be gone with the element shit. A lot of them.
Yeah.
I ain't saying every single one of them, but most likely it ain't looking good for them. Because what? They live lavishly. They live in pleasure. If you living in the element, you a hoe. Most likely. Ain't no way you paying for that $3,000 for a studio.
Without a man?
Right. Yeah. No way.
Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
This is a high, one of the highest condominiums as far as like rent wise in Tampa. And she ain't got a job. Bitch living in the element. But you know what she do?
Right.
OF. Or back day, whatever you. That's why we see them every week. Coming out, getting the Uber with a bag. She got a big old bag with her.
Different guy every week.
Yeah.
Same girl coming out with different guys.
Damn.
Hey, well, it's the whoredom.
Yeah.
This is the
Let's do it.
anything that's attractive somehow.
Well, they already know they ain't gonna be wives. They already know they ain't worth shit, so they're gonna just get how they live now. And that's the spirit of America put on them.
And again, beauty is about to be a curse for a lot of these women. Because niggas are gonna want to rape you first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more than that?
A little bit more. This is Isaiah 47 and verse 8. Finishing off. And it says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood.
Yeah, so you're gonna lose your children. It's gonna come a day people here in America gonna start losing their children, man. It happened in ancient Egypt and it's gonna happen again. You got people that's gonna be literally, their children gonna be dying, they're gonna have to eat their children. So that's how bad it's gonna get in this country, and that's when people gonna start to realize how serious it is, that what the message the prophets was telling them.
Finishing off, it says, they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Yeah, meaning these judgments gonna be perfected, man. There's gonna be no escaping these judgments. The Lord got special judgments for every single one of you people that have not, taken heed to Yahweh Bashim Yahshua as prophets. He got a special judgment set up for you, and it's gonna be in its perfection. It's perfect for you. It was created just for you.
It reads on, it says, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Yeah, all that wickedness you've been doing.
all that evil.
See, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, he get ready to start paying people back, man. You've been adding up a tab, and now it's time for the Lord to start, paying that off for you.
Yeah. So man, and as this place continues to fall apart, those are the faith, the believers, as we come out here and prophesy, all right, us on this side, and then you have the believers on the other side, all right, looking forward, hastening unto the coming of the day of the Lord, all right, we're gonna go through these things too, and at the same time as the Lord is dismantling this place, plaguing this place, all right, bringing forth his great fall, we have a walk that we have to continue to walk, so we can be found worthy to escape, all right, the judgment that's getting ready to come. Okay, so we can partake ultimately in the kingdom of heaven, because that's what the Lord is doing. That's why the Lord is bringing this destruction, is bringing mass confusion upon Babylon the Great and upon the whole world. Okay, but primarily Babylon the Great, because he's about to establish here the kingdom of heaven. So we want to continue to do our part and walk with the Most High, all right, through his only begotten Son, following his Son, so we can partake in the salvation. Because ultimately what our Lord Yahweh Shai came down here for is to give us a chance, a fighting chance in these times, all right, to be found worthy to stand in these last days, man.
That's right.
All right, because a lot of people are about to faint. Faint heart, everything that they trusted in, everything that they labored so hard for, is now falling into pieces. It's in shambles, and they're starting to realize that they actually built their house on sand and not on a solid, sure foundation, which is who you call God, right? You're gonna realize that you didn't establish your life and build your life on a sure foundation, on the true power. Okay, get that. Start from the top, Brother Michelle.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me an angel which had been sent unto me.
And that's how the Lord works. All right, angel is a messenger. All right, angel can be you can categorize on the right hand side or the left hand side. Come send you a good message, or the Lord is sending judgment to you, man, to bring forth some anger. All right, to bring forth some vengeance. Okay, you can get this scripture from the show. Yep, that's right. Go ahead.
And the angel said unto me, Up, Esdras, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. And I said, Speak on, my God. Then he said unto me, these
are the messages we getting from the Most High, and you got to believe that. These are the words we're getting from Yahweh Shai. That's why we say from our apostles on down, okay, we've been speaking unto you the words of the Most High. What was Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Shai being the head apostle. Because apostle, it means to be sent forth. Yahweh Shai was sent forth directly from the Father, man. So Yahweh Shai, this is Yahweh Shai's apostleship. This is Yahweh Shai's ministry. Yahweh Shai embodied what an apostle is. It means to be sent forth. He was sent forth directly from the Heavenly Father himself with the words to give unto you. Yahweh Shai was literally the word of the Most High, man. So, again, we in these times, you're seeking for guidance. You're seeking for, some safe haven. Well, you got to embrace the pain, man. You got to embrace the instruction that Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has set up for you. If you be a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and also if you believe, because if you believe, you are an Israelite, man. Okay? So if you believe in the gospel that we preach, the truth, all right, well, it's a certain criteria that you have to meet to receive the salvation, to receive the good things written within the Holy Scriptures. And it takes a lot of purification. All right, a lot of people, they come to the Most High, they come to hear the truth. And because it doesn't line up with their lusts or their pleasures, all right, that ain't the way. That's not the way to the kingdom. Well, we here to tell you, this is the way to the kingdom, man. The straight and narrow. All right? The skinny. The difficult path. The road less traveled. You can get that for me real quick, Barbara Shaw, that precept?
Matthew 5?
No, Sirach.
Oh, another one that you just called. Okay, Con. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness.
That's
That's not it.
I thought, hold on. 1 sec, bro.
And they got a saying too that the pathway to heaven feels like hell, and the pathway to hell feels like heaven.
Right.
You know, so people, you know, going into the Broadway, living their best life, even though it's easy, it feels good, it's really leading to death and destruction. But the pathway that feels like hell, sacrificing your life, that's what's gonna get you to heaven. The hard pathway that only few is gonna find the right path.
Yep. Go ahead.
So this is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 5. Whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life.
Yeah, because he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. So what does that mean? Right? Because in order to come serve the Lord, you have to deny yourself. Right? So your pleasures, your lust, your desires. Okay? We've been put in a body that has its temptations, has certain things it likes, has certain things it's addicted to, you know, has certain desires. You know, you have certain influences in your life or whatever the case may be. But the scripture say, he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. Because you got to understand, serving your belly and serving the flesh, that conflicts with coming serving the Lord. That's a conflict. You only can serve one. So yeah, you know, this is the road. This, you know, that's why Yahushua said, if ye are my disciples, okay, you will continue in these things. The disciple will be disciplined. All right, the discipline, that's what this world lacks. Discipline. So, you know, when people come into the truth, or they come here to ministry, you know, it's not a popular thing.
Right.
You know, and you can't be discouraged by that, because you gotta understand, this is a walk of discipline, where you have to constantly deny the flesh of its pleasures. You want the kingdom, right? And they say there's a lot of a cliche term in the world. Everybody want to go to heaven, but basically don't want to do the things to get there. Well, this is the true way. And we have the greatest example lined up in the scriptures was Yahushua. When he came on the planet Earth, all right, that's why Yahushua said, learn of me, for I am meek and lowly. Learn of Yahushua, because Yahushua, the Son of the Most High, who the world and he calls Jesus Christ, he showed us the way to get back to the Heavenly Father, man. He showed us how to conduct ourselves. He showed us what it took. Well, he said, I am not sent. I'm here to do I have meat, basically do the will of my Father, man. Roughly pair of a lot of scriptures in my mind right now. But, you know, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish. Okay? So when we come into this truth, you know, we got to be about our business, man. So you got to put off the pleasures to crown your life. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. Once you put off those pleasures to crown your life, right? Well, King David said, in thy right hand is pleasures forevermore.
Right.
So you're going to get the pleasures, but you're going to be able to enjoy them forever. But you got to do the things necessary to get there. It's just not going to be given unto you. Again, considering our Lord Yahushua, man. He was there with the Most High in the beginning. It tell you that in Proverbs, the 8th chapter, where he said before, you know, you established the earth, I was there with thee. That's why when you fast forward to St. John, the 17th chapter, he asked to be restored back to that position after he put in the work, all right, to get back to that position. So you see, he was there. He was there in that position, at that position in the beginning, being a son of the Most High. That's why Elder Yahshua would say, he's saying being an Israelite, it ain't just about the fame or the, you know, the glory, but it comes with a responsibility. Okay, so Yahushua was at that position, boy, he had to come off of that and earn it. Now he can sit on there and the believers, we can see like he deserved to be in that position. You feel what I'm saying? He earned that position. And that's how the Lord deals. First, he just gives us things, and then what? We don't appreciate it. He take it away from us, and then we have to earn our way back to him. So right now we're in a process of earning that position, being called the sons of God, the Israelites, man. So yeah, this is a very bitter. It's a disciplined walk. So we don't marvel when a lot of people don't believe. When the way of truth is not popular, because it takes a lot of discipline, man. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 7 and verse 3. And I said, speak on my power.
Hey, but that's why he said it's like you interrupt you. The meat, man, the meat, you gotta digest that. You gotta eat that. Only men can do that. To embrace the hardship. Hey, yeah, this is a bitter thing. But as you mature, you begin to embrace, you like the bitters, like going to the bitter herbs. You begin to embrace the bitters. The bitters begin to become tolerable, so to say.
Yeah, like the taste of it after a while.
Exactly. Like it's bitter as hell, but then like some so-called weird shit happened, right? Damn, I kind of like this. Yeah.
It starts to affect you less.
Exactly.
Your palate gets used to it.
Mm-hmm. And that's the maturity of the man. The man embrace that, man. We seen that with Yahweh Shai. What he embraced it. He said, not my will, but thy will. And he put it on and he embraced the cross. Right? So that's what we did. In the spirit, that is. We put it on, we embraced it. Because that was a lot of decisions you had to make when you began to pick up that plow, right? That cross, the plow, the cross, all these different analogies. You got something? Oh, yeah. When you begin to do that, that's you embracing it. Like, okay, cool. Now I'm gonna lose my woman. I'm gonna lose friends. I'm gonna lose my image. I'm gonna lose all these things. I'm gonna lose my fleshly desires, the things that I wanted to do, things that you had on your heart, you earned for, man, to wanted to do, to fulfill your lust in this world. Or you said, I'm gonna put that off and I'm gonna come serve the Lord. You got it.
There's a quote that Apostle Bar uses a lot. Learn to love suffering. I put it into the AI. It says, learning to love suffering does not mean enjoying pain. Rather, it means radically changing your relationship with it. By shifting your perspective, you stop running from this stress and begin to accept it as an inevitable part of the human experience that builds profound strength, empathy, and resilience.
Yep, as an inevitable part of what? So I can read that part again?
Inevitable part of the human experience.
Mm-hmm. This is an inevitable part of the human experience. Read on about the show.
That builds profound strength.
That builds profound strength. Because that's what the Lord is raising up. The Lord he said, I will sift the house of Israel. So if you desire dominions, as Scripture say, love wisdom, if you desire dominions, and wisdom, Solomon, somewhere in the Apocrypha, well, you desire to be a ruler on the planet Earth, right? Well, this is what it takes. Go ahead.
It says it builds profound strength, empathy, and resilience. And let me read like part 2 of it. It says, recognize suffering as a catalyst for growth. Suffering teaches us lessons we cannot learn in comfort.
Exactly. You're comfortable. And you run into guys in the world, they complain about every fucking thing.
Like a bitch.
Yeah, they don't embrace no hardship. Oh, it's too high. Oh, we gotta do this. So, but as we read earlier in there, it said your perception of it. What is your perception of it? Right? As a man, again, referring back to Yahweh Shai, there's something that had to be done. And you just embrace it, no matter what it costs, no matter how heavy it was, no matter how long it takes. You embrace it, and you just realize as a man, you just got to get it done. That's why they say doers get shit done, man. Instead of people just complaining, you complaining about, the high gas, you complaining about all these troubles and sorrows of your life, but here it is, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, have presented you with a solution to all the problems that you sit here complaining about. You rather sit on a comment board and scoff and complain instead of come out here on the battlefield and serve the Lord.
If you suffer with him, you'll also be glorified with him. It says it acts as a teacher, guiding, correction, revealing what we can endure and amplifying
So it reveals who you are.
the inner man.
The inner man. So, that's why, we salute brothers starting from my elders on down, and then even men of the old that endured such, hardship. We look up to those men, that's been laboring in the ministry for years, because we know in order for them to go there, they made it through all the trials and tribulations that the Most High has put in their path, man. And they endured it,
He that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. Revealing what we can endure and amplifying strength of character.
Honorable men. You want to be honorable? Well, you got to be put through certain things, man. You want to prove yourself to the Most High, Yahweh Shai, that you worthy to be part of that, that governing body, that you want to feel like you earned that position to be with Yahweh Shai. Now we know it's not nothing of our works that we do. We know that. But we partaking in this thing. We embracing, the sufferings that Yahweh Shai put on us. Go ahead.
It says, amplifying strength of character once we emerge on the other side.
Yeah, once we emerge on the other side. And look, what Yahweh Shai told Peter, Satan has desired to sift you. It's weak. It's weak. But I pray, that thy faith be not taken. And we are, again, to the verge of overthrow, to agitate you to the verge of overthrow, man. And he said, well, to revert it back to what the brother's reading, he said that when you basically are restored, strengthen thy brethren. So when you come out on the other side, you girded with a certain strength. You're a lot stronger. You gain more wisdom. So now you can basically share that with the body. You got a story to tell. At the end of all this, brothers gonna have a story to tell, man. A testimony. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna be able to testify. Consider King David. How do you think he was able to say such words as, I have been young, and now I'm old? I believe it was King David, if I'm not mistaken. And never I've seen the righteous forsaken, his seed bearing bread. It was King David. So how do you think he was able to say that? Well, the Lord put him through a lot of things, man. We read about the hell King David went through, how the fall of King David, how he fell, right? But the Most High had mercy on him and held him up, and he said, though we was listening to it on the way here, he said, though the Lord afflict us, we will not depart from your ways, man. And that's that resistance, because as you're going towards that finish line, yeah, that hell is gonna come. So that's an indicator. That's a good thing, letting you know you're going in the right direction, man. Go ahead.
It says, without enduring hardship, it is difficult to develop deep maturity or profound understanding of others.
Exactly. So it's plain and cut. Without enduring hardship. So, this is just an exhortation for brothers to continue to embrace the hardship, bro. Because this is about to get a lot worse. You talking about budgeting this, things getting like that, or whatever it is, you're going through, the fiery trials. We all got our things collectively that we go through, but we got to continue to embrace these things, man, because you're going to see why the Most High put you through those things. All right, because when heaviness and trouble come upon the people on the planet Earth, right, you're going to be able to stand in that day through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Shai. All right, because your faith is being tested, is being fortified. You got it.
Hey, I was gonna say too that even you just said it perfectly. The word test goes into, when you go into etymology, it goes into where precious metals are tried, and the men of the Lord are gonna be found out to be like fine gold. But for that fine gold to show forth, we gotta go through trials and tribulation, a lot of hardship and experience.
Yeah, that's what anything, as the scriptures say, the Most High, Yahweh Shai, has purchased us with his precious blood, right? You wanna know whatever it is that you purchasing, is it built? Is it of good quality? I ain't just buying no bullshit. I wanna, you do your research, you read, you read about it, you read reviews, you examine it, because before you put your money on it, you wanna make sure you buying something of good quality. You want to take it on a test drive. Whatever it is that you're purchasing, you want to, you want to make sure that it's qualified, man. That's why they got a thing, quality control now is bullshit. But at one point, it was a thing called quality control. Because why? That brand had a name, right, that it had to uphold. So it would go through quality control before it made it to the shelf. So you could buy it. It would go through quality. They'll check it out. They'll test it. Right? Okay, it lives up to it. It stands. So then you put that product on the shelf, and it's worthy to be bought. So there's no difference with Yahushua. Scripture say Yahushua has purchased this church with his blood, man. Right? So if you want to be proven, right? Yahushua got to prove you. If you can get somebody grab, when you brothers grab that Yahushua gonna try us with fire. When John spoke about it, it's one that should try you with purify you with fire. Paraphrase. He said, I baptize you with water, but it's one coming. You know what I'm talking about? Yep. Go ahead, Bubba. Show.
Hey, that's real quick.
You got
it's like that quality assurance. That's what manufacturers do with like cars, right? How they able to say, oh, the car can do this? Because they put it through the ringer. They do. They took one and then they tested it to the limit. Like, okay, now we can put the seal of approval on it and say it has all these attributes because we actually tested it.
Yep. It's the prototype. Now you can replicate that model that you built. Now you can mass produce it. That's how that works. Now you can mass produce that design. You can mass produce it now because it's been proven. And that's basically like Yahushua. Yahushua made it because why? We want to be conformed to the image of his son. So what? Now, he's the prototype. So now we're being produced to match and to be as Yahushua, man. That's what this ministry is doing. So Yahushua, that's why you go into Hebrews the 13th chapter where it says, if thou deal with chastisements, then art thou sons. Because why? We're being as Yahushua was. The Most High chastened him and approved him and found him honorable, worthy, the water to sit on the right hand.
He's the author and finisher of it.
Yeah.
He's the first one that did it and he perfected it, the Alpha and Omega. That's why he said that he left us an example so that we can follow in his steps.
Yep. Oh, you got it? Yeah, go ahead.
This is in the book of Luke, chapter 3, and verse 16. John answered,
Call it
saying,
again, Baba Shah.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 3, and verse 16. John answered, saying unto them all, I indeed baptize you with water, but one.
Yeah, John being a Levite, right, of the priesthood, man. He had he was a respectable guy. He had a high position, right? So he was doing the carnal ordinances, baptism, the physical baptism in the actual water and so on. He was respected, right? He was a priest. Go ahead.
It says, but one mightier than I.
So listen, somebody is highly respected, a priest, right? Of the Levitical priesthood. He say one that's coming though, the baptism he coming with. Go ahead.
It says, but one mightier than I cometh, that latcheth, the latchet of whose shoes I am not worthy to unloose. He shall baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire.
Yes. So the baptism, the cleansing, he gonna cleanse you. So it is we being clean. We being made clean through the hell and the purification. The day-to-day fight to remain in the faith. Because you might not be going through nothing, right? And you'll think, oh, bro, every day you holding your faith in this ministry, not going back into the world, that takes power and resistance, brother. That's patience, man. Because you could wake up one day and be like, exactly. And you tired of holding that mental weight. So every day you in this thing, man, you holding your own, man.
Yeah. And you said, fuck it. A lot of guys actually do that.
Exactly.
When they fall out, they just fuck it, man. They just going back into the world. So it is a fight, man.
Yeah. So and once they do it, they come up with an excuse. Oh, this brother did this to me.
Now it's everybody's fault.
Yeah, no, bro. You just got tired of holding that ceiling up. That weight. That's it. Yeah. You got tired of putting them bricks. You got tired of holding. That's all it is, bro. Because again, it's a mental thing. You might not be going through it like right now, like everything's okay. You going to work, you catching your average hell. But bro, every day you in this thing, bro. Like your brother said, man, it's you holding that mental, weight. Like you holding that rock, man.
Bearing the cross.
You bearing it, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Cause go ahead.
Because this wisdom, it becomes burdensome because we know so much. Like the average mind couldn't deal with this information,
Knowing you supposed to be a king, ruling. Bro, again, like brother said, holding all that knowledge, knowing you supposed to be a king, knowing you supposed to have women on call, like women all just around you, knowing that you supposed to have your own substance, cattle. Like while I work, I be seeing cows, these Edomites be having cows and laying and all that shit, bro. When I see a cow, all I think about is a ribeye. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But gonna show you they got money, they got real resources. You know what I'm saying? They got real resources. I see a ribeye when I see a cow. I think about how many ribeyes I can get out of him. But no, we gotta wake up, go to 9 to 5, and then go to the store and spend $30, $40 on one ribeye. You know what I'm saying?
The cow was killed last 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was a decade ago.
They dyed it red.
Yeah, bro. So knowing all these things, knowing, bro, you ain't supposed to be feeling pain. You ain't supposed to, man, you supposed to be in glory. You supposed to wake up, man, with servants and handmaids. Knowing all these things, bro, that's a burden to hold in itself. When you look at your reality, and every day we wake up, man, like, man, how shy, waiting for the Lord to come back, bro. So just that alone, brother, you holding a lot of weight. And remember, the Most High Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, He gonna pay you for that. That's the point. You gonna get a reward. It ain't in vain, brother. Go ahead.
I got a quick one for you. 2 Ezra 6 and 59. If the world now be made.
All right, go.
2 Ezra 6 and 59. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world?
And this was Ezra's, man. He was, how Ezra's like, this is mad. If the world was made, why don't we possess a possession, man? Jake ain't got shit.
We at the bottom of
We
the
servants. We servants, man. Servants and handmaids, man. Right? So why don't we possess? And then when you go into that story, he went into it. That's why he said, Lord, why do you Adam, why do you just not allow him to fall or something to that point? Yeah, not that one, but he was just like, it's escaping my mind at the moment, but he was like, why can't you just fast forward it? Make it perfect from the beginning, which was, it's beautiful, but he went into it like things got to play out. When you look at how the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai works, right? This madness go by. When you look at how the Lord works, you got a tree. Let's say you already know the identity of the tree. It's an apple seed. You know the identity, right? Even though you know it's an apple seed, eventually it's going to go into an apple tree and it's going to bear fruit. You know that. But at the same time, you still have to put that seed in there. Water it. It's going to take years for it to grow, and then for it to finally produce the fruit. That's the point. Like, you know what it's going to be, but you still have to wait. That process still has to go through. It still has to. That's how the Lord works. That's how things manifest in this room, man.
Hey, with great labor have I made it perfect. So it takes labor, and that's where the Lord's putting us. Because if He would have gave it to us to begin with, we wouldn't appreciate it. You said that in the beginning.
You earn something, you appreciate it. You have to fight for it. That's why you don't just become a champion after your first fight. You got to go up the ranks, and you're gonna have to suffer.
You ain't been tried. It's a beautiful journey. You look at people fights, and bam, they done. Oh man, I remember that dude gave him a hard time, but he found some way to prevail.
Develop the skills that it takes to be a champion.
He found a way to win. That's why when you go into that word champion, it basically describing Yahweh Shai, bro. Yahushua is the people's, he's the people's champ. Who the people? Israel, he's our champion. We have a champion, man. Yahushua. Like the Philistines had Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Our champion is Yahushua, man. You got it.
2 Ezra 6 and 59, the latter part, it says, how long shall this endure?
Yeah, so how long shall this endure? Well, Ezra is here today, you know, or he was here this present time. He's probably here right now at a camp or wherever he may be. But hey, man, we close. We close, but look, this is the thing though. As close as we are, it's that last little piece that's gonna be the most intense, man.
Right.
It's a short period left, but it's the most intense part of it all though.
Championship rounds. That's
To
what
make
we
or
at.
break, you know. Like, you gotta win this round, bro. You know, you gotta survive this round. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, you can learn, you know, through your coach or your trainer or whatever, but until you get in that ring, it ain't gonna, you know, fully set in. You know, it's one thing training, but then, you know, the bag don't punch back, so to say.
Experience is where the real test is, going through the shit. 2 Ezra 7 and verse 3. And I said, speak on, my Lord. Then he said unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the case, the entrance were narrow and like a river. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it?
Yeah, so who then could go into that sea to look upon it and rule it? All right? The sea is the great thing, it's the kingdom. But again, it's always a catch. You know, in this world, that's how it is, though. Again, going back to what Ezra was saying, he said, you know, this world is full of perils. You know, in the old world, things were broad, and you didn't have to till the land. You can get to it. But once the fall happened and then sin entered into the world, it made all the good things to get to hard to get to. You know, it made all the good things hard to get to. Now you gotta actually work and toil and labor just to receive things in you. And if you're a Jake, man, it's even worse, bro. You under the curses. You know? So we just in it. Going back, we in hell, man. You wanna talk about hell, bro, we in hell, brother. You know, that's why, you know, the scriptures speak about brotherly love and us coming together, bro, because we in hell, man. You know? We catching it.
That's when our only escape is to be around the brothers. You know, like when we just had the regional meetup, it was a beautiful time. You know, but then once that Sunday morning came around, we got back to hell.
Right.
You know? That's why the Lord, just like real quick, that's why the Lord gave us the body, so that we could be like-minded around people that understand what we're going through.
Yeah.
You know, because you can't be have conversations with these people in this world, man. You try to talk to them and they don't get it.
They don't understand.
Even if they're believers, you're not out here on the battlefield. You're not gonna get it.
Right.
Like on the level that we, you know, understand this. Because you're not on the battlefield. You ain't never been to war. You know.
They bear each other's burdens. That's beautiful. To talk to somebody that actually understands is a beautiful. It's like a weight off your shoulder a little bit.
Yes, comfort.
2 Ezra 7 and verse 5, the latter part, it says, if he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
And that's just a common sense question. It's like it's just logic. If he don't go through the narrow, it's just like it's no way around it. The entrance of it's narrow, brother. It's straight. You want to get to it, yeah, you can get to it, but you just got to go through that narrow entrance. And the narrow is representation of difficulty.
Right.
You know, it's difficult, it's hard to get through it.
Right.
You know, you ain't just finna just wave your hands and skip through it, man.
Right.
You know, it's a representation of the difficulty, man.
Yeah. Like you look at rivers, a lot of these rivers, they're narrow, but they lead to the ocean. But before that water could get to the ocean, it had to go through that narrow pathway. That's like us. We going through that. We got to go through the narrow, straight gate. You know, because the acceptable men are tried in a furnace of adversity. You know, that's how you're going to be accepted. There's only one path, and it's the path of difficulty to the kingdom.
Exactly, man. We gotta, each individual brother, we gotta earn it, man. You know, the Lord's gonna test all of us. He's put us all through it, man.
It's like tryouts. To be on the team, you gotta make it through the tryouts.
2 Ezra 7 and 6. There also is another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things.
And that's the point. It's full of all good things. And that's what entices people, right, at first. Right? When you tell them about it, man, it's a city full of all good things, brother. And then your mind, when you use something like that, your mind just is limitless.
Right.
Full of all good things. You just think about endless whatever, bro. Like water, food, resources, spiritual powers. Like you know, your mind it's endless.
Right.
And that's what gets you that. Okay, I'm gonna go get that. You know, it's no different from when you see something out in the world. You see a nice car. Ooh, that car's sweet. You know, you know, it's fast. It's, you know, whatever it is that you like about it. So you put in the work, bam, 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 and you go get it. Well, it's no different with the Lord. The Lord ain't just gonna just give you the kingdom, right? And we talking about something that can't be compared, man. The scriptures say, King David said, one day in the kingdom, roughly paraphrasing, is better than 1,000 of your best days on the planet Earth, man. You know, and that was using like a understatement, you know, so to say. It can't even be compared, man.
Immortality.
You know, immortality in the kingdom. You ain't gonna feel pain. I'm pretty sure on your best day, on that best day, you probably stumped your toe on something.
Still got an
and he
ailment.
started
that
blowing
knee was
out.
hurt. Yeah, you probably had a little headache, a slight headache or whatever. Bit your tongue, you know, whatever the case may be. Spilled your drink.
Right.
Well, a lot of people, when they go on vacation, they end up getting sick when they get back. This is hell. Temporary.
It can't be compared, man, to the kingdom, man. But again, that's what gets you going. It's full of good things. That's what sells to people. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 7 and 7. The entrance thereof is narrow.
But the entrance thereof it's full of good things now. Don't get me wrong. You tell them that. But the entrance is narrow, though, bro. Yeah, man, I saw it. It had this, it had that. Or in order to get to it, in order to get into it, it's narrow, though. So, are you up for the challenge? You feel what I'm saying? Are you up for it? Go ahead.
And is set in a dangerous place to fall.
And that too, brother, is set in a dangerous place to fall. Right? So again, the Lord laying it all out. It's full of good things, but it's narrow.
Right.
And then, not only is it narrow, brother, it's the walk, you can fall, man.
Right,
You can
right.
fall like you could to your death.
Yeah.
So it takes that one individual. Esau played out all in his movies, Hollywood. It takes that one individual with that heart, that courage, that one special,
Right.
the chosen one,
Right.
to walk that and to take it. Like, yeah, he gonna. And you see it in the movies. It's just something different about him.
Yeah.
You know, he just has that faith. Really, that's really what it be about. He just has that faith, like no doubt in him. People trying to, bro. Nobody has ever done that. It's
do it.
scary. Don't do it. But he's just that one weird kid, right? That just has that faith, the courage, the water. Cause I was about to say he don't got the fear, but he has that courage to just get it done. And that's us. You know, Lord willing, we continue. You know, we complete it. But we man.
Right.
For real? You know, you learn about all the good things starting from the brothers out there preaching from the apostles. They go into all the great things that we about to see, right? And but they break it down to us. But what we still up for that? We the so-called crazy motherfuckers that still up for that challenge though. Fuck it. We gonna go for it.
All good things.
All good things.
Fuck that.
But it's the thing though. We got Yahweh Shimon Shai on our side, brother.
That's right. That's right.
You know, we ain't doing it on our own. But the point being, and that's what's so beautiful about this journey. You know, we gonna have a story to tell again, bro. Shit. It was scary, boy, but it's something in you The inspiration, that's what I say, the inspiration from the Most High made you continue to go and persevere towards it. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 7. In 7, it
Think
said,
about all the beautiful women. You know? Come on, man. Every brother got their own desires, man. The gold, immortality, the chariots. Oh, come on, bro. That's what we here for, man. We here to win, bro, to get the victory.
oh yeah.
The scripture tell you how Shai despising. Somebody can get that real fast. You know, despising the shame. Basically, he looked at all the good things to come, bro. You know, to be right with the Most High, knowing the Most High ain't mad at you no more, bro. You know you give everything for that. Waking up knowing that you in good standings with the Most High, that He ain't finna come bring some plagues on you, and you know, cause bro, you don't want. That's the last person you want to go to war with. But when you rebel, that means what? You declare war on the Lord, right? So it is you declare war on the God of war by rebelling against Him. So you wondering why you got the plagues, why you got the diseases, why you got the famines, why your kids are turning on you, why your woman being evil to you, why you got an oppressor on your neck, taking all your money, taxing the hell out of you. Bro, you declare war on the God of war, brother. So it's just best to come back and fully submit, throw the red flag, surrender to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Surrender to Him. Because, look, you fighting a battle you ain't gonna win. For real. This, bro, we talking about the Most High, brother. The creator of everything. Right? That's who you declare war on. So you need to come back and surrender. And as I say, humble thyself under the yoke of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and wait till He see it fit to uplift you and get you up out of these things. So you just got to bear whatever it is He put on you. You know? You found it? Go ahead, Papa Sean.
This is the book of Hebrews 12 and verse 2. It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith.
So again, that's what you got to look onto. Because Jake need examples. You know, Jake always need a role model. Jake love role models, whether it's your dad, your big brother, or older kid on the block. You know, Jake always needed a role model to look up to. So we have one, and a perfect one is that. One that didn't make no errors. Consider that. Read again, Baba Shah.
It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before Him endured the cross.
Yeah, so the joy that was set before Him endured the cross, man. The joy that was set before Him. So what are you talking about? Yahushua called all kind of hell when He was on the planet Earth, man. So what's the joy set before Him? The kingdom.
Right.
Which was the prophecy, things for to come, things to come. Right? So he was catching hell in the present. He said he had nowhere to lay his head. But looking forward of the joy to come, the kingdom, man. Y'all people understand who Yahushua was, man. That was Solomon. You know, you read about Solomon, how he rode. You know, come on. But he put that off so he can have it forever. Because we all know the conclusion of the matter. When he was Solomon, he found out that, hey, I'm going to die eventually, and I'm going to leave all this to the next man. Idiot or moron, and all the labor that I put in to get all this, he just going to blow it.
So he said it's all vanity.
Yeah.
It's pointless. You know? That's why he sought out the things of the heavens. And everything else is just things for the flesh to enjoy. But if you don't have the wisdom, the point is, it's useless.
Because you can't enjoy it forever. Eventually, you're going to die. You know, it's an end to it. It's an end to it. So that's why we got to seek the things from eternal, exactly things up above.
Think about it. He had everything. It was all vanity. He had everything anybody could ask for on this earth. And he said all this, the conclusion was it was all vanity. Right. I forget what translation. I think it's the NLT says useless or something like that.
So we ain't gotta, wonder about how the things in this world would be fantasized. Yahweh Shai told us. Well, Solomon told us, man. It's all vanity. You know, we got the records, so that's where your faith kicks in at. Right? So brothers shouldn't be mourning about how they missed the world and you know meditating on what if you was a millionaire and how things could be or whatever the case may be, bro. Solomon already went through it. He told us that it is, you know, it's all vanity at the end of the day. But here it is, we at a position now though where it's a transitioning where the Lord is about to bestow all those good things upon us, man. You know? That's where we headed next, bro. That's why, you know, it's an exhortation for brothers just to continue. You know, because, yeah, you know, those things are coming. But shit, after we close out, you know, it's back to reality. You know, so the day-to-day meditation, you know, the week after week until the Lord, you know, turn this thing up and get us up out of here. But, hey, that's why I say those are the trouble rest with us. This is the gospel. This is the good news. Exhort one another daily. That's why Scripture speak about a daily exhortation, because we in the flesh, bro. You got to be constantly, you know, bathing in the spirit, so to say, meditating on these things, brother. That was it on that?
And I have some more.
Go ahead.
It says, I'll bring it back real quick. This is Hebrews the 12 and verse 2. Looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
Yeah, shame. You know, a lot of that's what comes with this thing, shame. You know, being shamed. If somebody just Google real fast, see what AI say what it means to be shamed. You know, because they say public humiliation is people's number one fear. You know, being humiliated publicly. They say that hurt worse than you know the actual physical pain itself.
A little more.
Go ahead.
It says, for consider him that endured such contradiction of sinners against himself.
Yeah, who considered such contradiction of sinners himself, man. You know, he's a demon. That's it. Get it together, nigga. Go ahead.
Lest ye be wearied and faint in your minds.
Yeah, so you see that? He exhorting you, lest you be weary and faint in your minds, because that's where it all starts at. Right. Because once you lose it in your mind, you say, I don't want to fight no more. Man, that's a dangerous place to be in. For real, that's a dangerous place to be in. Because you could be exhausted, but you still have it in your mind like, fuck, I gotta keep going. Like you ain't fainted in your heart. You know, that's good. But once you're in a position, bro, I don't want to think about being in that mindset. You know, that's a scary position to be in. You know, you gotta keep the fight in there. You know.
And it says, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted. Yeah. What shall he do when the Lord shall visit you? You know, no man putting his hand to the plow, looking back, is fit for the kingdom. So you give up. But first of all, you're gonna bug out, eat a missile, and you're gonna get that shame, bro. Like fuck all that, bro. And there's nothing in this world that's. What are you looking back at? Death, bro.
You see it in I remember that one movie. I forgot what Batman it was, but Bane was fighting Batman. He was like, I wonder what will break first, your mind or your body. And he was beating him the hell up. But as long as your mind don't break, he can break your body up. But as long as your mind don't break, the body gonna heal itself. Eventually, it's gonna recover.
A wounded spirit who can bear it.
Exactly, a wounded spirit who can bear it. That's why we heavily depend on Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is what keeps us sane, keeps our sanity, man. Right. You know, we gotta continue to lean on Yahweh Shai, man. He keeps us whole. He keeps us in this thing. You know, that's the source that though our outward man perish, yet inward man is renewed every day. But Yahweh Shai is continually renewing our spirit. Right. You know, forgot what it was we went into, but he keeps that hunger in you, to where you keep, you know, desiring the word. You keep desiring to stay in this thing. He keeps you hungry. Right. You know, he keeps reviving your spirit. You know, that was it on that?
Now, one more.
Go ahead.
It says, ye have not yet resisted unto blood, striving against sin.
Oh, we get that. Yep. So we have not resisted unto blood, brother. So you know, we're not being asked what was required of Yahweh Shai, you know, physically, because none of us could do that. You know, that was specifically Yahweh Shai's lot to endure and go through all that pain, man. Because none of us was worthy to do that. You know, I was going through class, man. Yahweh Shai, man, that was a tough dude, bro. He was on a cross enduring all that pain, bro, and still talking. You know, and still conversating with people, man. That, bro, come on, bro. You all that excruciating pain, and then anyway, he said it is finished. What, the suffering? It's over with. He completed. Imagine how that felt to say it is finished, and he yielded up the spirit. Because that was it. That body was sacrificed. It did its job. All the, you know, we was bleeding out, all the excruciating pain, and then that body just couldn't contain that. And you knew it was over with. It's finished. Because when he came in the flesh as a mortal man, so that body ran its course. That's it. But the body ran its course. It did the will of the Father. That was the will of the Father for that body. Back in Hebrews 10.
Yeah.
10 and 5. Grab that real fast. Just get right to the point, man.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 5. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he said, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not, but a body hast thou prepared me.
Exactly. But a body has thou prepared me. Because you remember the account with Abraham and Isaac was Yahweh Shai, right? It was a foreshadow of things to come. At that time, the Most High, what he did, he presented Abraham a sacrifice. He gave him one, so he didn't have to basically sacrifice Isaac. But this time when Yahweh Shai came, he said, read it again, Baba Kashak.
Hebrews 10 and 5. Wherefore, when he cometh into the world, he saith, sacrifice and offering thou wouldest not.
Go ahead.
But a body hast thou prepared me.
That's what you got. That's what he gave you. But a body has thou prepared me. So the Heavenly Father prepared a body for Yahweh Shai, man. That's what you're going to sacrifice. You know, that right there. Come on. But hey, that body fulfilled that. That was it. He got up on the cross. He said it is finished. And that was it, bro. Did you know how heavy that was? Everything that intel, it is finished. That was it, man. So many things were fulfilled. We could be here all day speaking about the fulfillment of that. Go ahead. So, you know, likewise, the point being is arm yourselves with the same mind. This body has the Most High prepared for you to be out here on these highways and byways, man. All right? And not just that, you know, sacrificing your life, changing your life. This is the body, not hanging out with your friends in the world how you formerly was. That's what this is talking about for us. But a body has thou prepared for me, for you to be out here. We always bring out Romans 12 and 1. I beseech you, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your body as a living sacrifice. So look, we can partake in it. Again, we walk with Yahweh Shai, so we can partake in that. But a body has thou prepared for me. We out here doing it, man. So Barak Atah Yahweh Bashiyan Shai, that we able to partake in that. Living sacrifices, man. A body. The Lord didn't give us no. He said, I don't delight in sacrifices. But a body has thou prepared me, man. So we out here. Jake always talking about I'm gonna catch a body. You know that Jake, that's how you know Jake, man. There's the scriptures. Jake the only one speaking that, and Esau don't say that. He say, oh, I killed 3 people. Jake say, man, I caught 3 bodies. And, you know, that's Jake talk. You know, Esau don't talk like that, bro. That's how you know the scriptures was written by so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. Because Jake, that zeal, this is our book, man. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra 7:7. The entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there was a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water.
Yeah, so again, the purification. Fire on the right hand and the left, deep water. So you gotta, symbolic us going through that. Because are we literally going through a physical journey where we see a kingdom and we walking like, oh, come on, brother. No, bro. The symbolism of the hell you're gonna catch, the purification you're gonna go through. And again, too, it's all spiritual. Because you playing with your life, man. All right? You gambling your life in this thing. Because you F up and you fall out of the truth and you back into the world. Yeah, you physically alive. But those that's in the know, they know you a dead man walking. You done.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you can go back to your moms and, hey, mom, and act like everything cool. But, bro, you are marked. You are done. You are dead. That's the scary part about it. It just ain't manifested itself in the physical realm. They do on some men. Some men do get put to death, after the Lord bug them out. But, bro, you are done, man. You fall out the truth. You give up on the faith.
One guy from San Francisco, he ended up falling out the truth. He killed his dad, mom, and killed himself. Oh,
dang.
Last year. Over his hygiene. Pop said something. He snapped. There's some judgment, though. Judgment. The Lord had him take his parents out, too, and then kill himself.
Dang.
Fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord.
You're playing with a serious, bro. This is serious, man. Like Mike Tyson said, this is very serious. This is serious. He say, y'all laughing now, but he ain't gonna be laughing come Saturday. And what, he ended up breaking that dude portable bomb. That dude walked out the fight. Right? Like, bro, you gotta, bro. When Jake, bro, this is serious, brother. And then brothers have sacrificed their lives and stuff. Look, brothers came to this truth over a decade ago, and your life is done. What you finna go back to?
You laughing stock of the
Yeah,
town.
bro. Like, who the fuck is this nigga?
I don't know.
Motherfucker ain't seen him and nobody knows your name no more. Like, oh, you such a, like, okay, bro.
Trying to smoke weed with him and shit.
Yeah, you done, bro. You are done. So you got a lot at stake here. So your best bet is to buckle up and continue to push forward and continue to persevere. Wipe your nose, blow your nose, snotting, crying tears, and just keep on. You know how Jake be. You gotta, when you a kid, you on the playground, might be wrestling or something, you start crying and, no, bro, you gotta tough it up, brother. You gotta push through it, brother. Cause you got a lot, you got a lot on the line. And not to even mention the fear of the Most High, brother. How about Shai is getting ready to return. And he say, woe to you has lost patience, what shall ye do when the Lord shall visit you? Shai is gonna pull up on you directly, man. He gonna pull up on you, man.
That's right.
That's a scary thing. He coming back in his glory, and he just see your ass down there.
Damn.
Bro. The Lord gonna visit a lot of people, man. The scripture said the slain of the Lord shall be many. You say y'all quick preach, go ahead.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 27. Whoever does not, this is in the AMP. Whoever does not carry his own cross, expressing a willingness to endure whatever.
Expressing a willingness. So you gotta be willing. Whatever it is, it's certain things you done came to this truth. Or you be like, hey man, that's what the Lord wants, is what he wants. Right? You have to suck it up. That's what the Lord wants, is what he wants. That's you denying yourself. Pretty sure everybody done been in that situation, if not once or many times in his walk, where it's just like, man, But hey, all right, well, your ass here now, right? So obviously you sucked it up and you did whatever it was that the Lord required of you. Because you here, you still here. Because if not, I guarantee you wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, it's at 46.
You know, your ass wouldn't be here right now. So we all done been through that once or many times, where you just like, man, shit. All right, cool. That's what the Lord wants. That's what He wants. Exactly. Because you know you gotta do what it is that's required of you, or you ain't gonna continue to be here. That's just how that works. You know, this ain't the Lord, and you ain't here. The Lord ain't giving you no ultimatums. You know, like, no, you ain't. The Lord, you ain't budging. What's it called? Trying to make no deals with Yahweh Shai. He say do this, and that's it. If you don't want to do it, and you can get your ass up and you can go. That's just how the Lord works, bro. So you gotta be a man. Put aside your emotions, because it's really what it is. It's your emotions, your ego, whatever it is. It's of the flesh, and you suck it up, and you do whatever it is that the Lord is requiring, or you fucking man up, dude. You know, you eat it. Again, my meat is to do the will of Him that sent meat. You know what meat, man? You know, that's for men. You know, we ain't talking about the milk. The meat, that's something hard. You know, using that parable, it's something hard to digest. A baby can't digest meat. So my meat is to do the will of Him that sent me. That's what's on my plate. All right? Go ahead.
This is back in Luke 14 and 27 in the AMP. Whosoever does not carry his own cross, expressing a willingness to endure whatever may come, and follow after me.
Again, to express a willingness to endure whatever it may come, that's the mentality and a will that you gotta have in you. Whatever the Lord bring to me, just know how to deal with it. That's the mindset you gotta have, bro. Again, there ain't no choices in this game. You know, you got a choice. Yeah, your ass can be out of here. That's a choice. But if you want to remain here, you got to have that willingly to express whatever it is the Lord gonna give me. That's what I got to do, man. And the Lord put us in those situations. Now that I think about it, He put us in those situations all the time. Hey, either do this or do that. You know, a lot of times you got to advance to the next level. So some things you got to just give up. You know, that make or break. You know, we all have our make or break moments. This is gonna either make you or break you. Go ahead.
It reads on, expressing a willingness to endure whatever may come and follow after me.
And follow after Him. That's the point, because that's what we're doing. We're following after Yahweh Shai. You see Him going through some dangers, you know, using the parable. Oh shit, I don't know about that. But he ain't stopping. He just gonna keep going. Either you gonna go through it, or you gonna get left behind. So again, it takes courage. You just, fuck it. You gotta follow Him, bro. No matter how dangerous it may look. And that's the times we coming in too, especially with the MOTV system, to where we gotta go off the grid, so to say. You know, you might be homeless out in the streets, but this is the path. You following Yahweh Shai, you trying to get to Him, get to the kingdom, well, this is the path. You might be homeless. Either that or what? Go get the chip. You know? Then you know you condemned when you go get the chip. You're done. So this is the path the Lord wants you to go. You gotta continue to go follow that path, man. And again, we go into the parable. It's straight and it's narrow and it's dangerous. You know, that takes faith, courage. You know, you consider that scenario. The chip is made mandatory tomorrow. You go into your job. They tell you, oh, you got you got to get this chip and return back to work. You done. With this world, that's it. You know, you done. So what you got to do now? You got to go off the faith. You know how it's going. The eviction is going to start. The lights eventually finna get cut off. The water finna get cut off.
Take your car.
Your car getting repoed.
Yep.
So yeah, you in it now.
Yep.
You know, the training wheels is off. This is reality now. Then bam, that door, soon as that door getting knocked on, doom. You gotta get out of here. Yeah. Eviction. You ain't got no job, you don't got the check. Hey, that's when, hey, the Lord, you're going to see how the Lord just worked for you. Who knows how it's going to go? Who knows what position you're going to be in? Who knows how long you're going to be out there? But you got to trust that the Lord is going to provide and make a way. That's real life scenario that we coming into. And then, you know, in that position, society is probably going to be turned to shit at that point. So now you out here, you know, people out here robbing people, laying people down, raping people, all types of shit. And you out here in it. Well, hey, what's the first thing you going to do? Call on the name of the Lord, brother. This is what you've been practicing for. You know? Go ahead. Yep.
But it says, believing in me, conforming to my example in living, and if need be, suffering, or perhaps dying because of faith in me, cannot be my disciple.
Yeah, so perhaps dying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta consider that too. Which we believe, you know, it's just how the script is written according to prophecy. Not many of us are gonna die, bro. You know? But if that so happen to be your lot, then perhaps, I say perhaps dying, that's what they gotta be. But majority of the Lord's elect, you know, majority of them gonna make it because scriptures speak about a greater deliverance. Alright? Not many of us are finna be put to death, bro. That's just not how the script gonna go this time. You know, we in a time of deliverance. Here it is, many of us put to death. Who the Lord gonna put in the chariots? You know? Who he gonna beam up if many of us are killed? You know? It ain't gonna work out that way this time. You know, for the most part, you know, it's gonna be a great deliverance, but again, perhaps you may be faced with death. So you gotta consider that. Go ahead, Al. You got something?
Yeah, this is Psalms 34 verse 4. All right, it's like you said, what we gonna do when we put in that situation? And that's what the Lord is gearing us up for. You know what I'm saying? Individually, man. All right? This is Psalms 34 verse 4 in the NLT. I prayed to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, and he answered me. He freed me from all my fears.
You got it?
And that's what's getting ready to happen. All right? We get ready to be put into a situation to where you're going to be fearful. We're in the flesh too. But the Lord, and I was listening to the elders in Miami earlier, Yahweh Shai, he conquered that fear of death. So the elect is going to conquer to the victorious one over death in that day. And we're going to call on Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
Yep.
And that's going to override the fear because he conquered death.
Yep. Hey, and that's a spirit that's going to come upon you.
Right.
Right? In that time, you be like, damn. That courage, the Lord going to put that strong spirit of courage on you, and you're going to be like, you know what? I'm not scared. You know what I'm saying? You go, I'm not afraid.
Let go.
Right there. You in there.
Yeah,
You in there now. You locked in. I ain't afraid. You ready. You know that's what the Lord going to, because it's going to be the Lord that's going to do that for us, man.
That's right. That's right. And so now you can fulfill the script of who the then shall be
Exactly.
known who are my chosen. Like,
Because he going to put it in you.
that's right. The stand's different for it.
That's right.
That's why it's going to be like, who are these men stood? Like, you know, all their whole life. You know, they stood on the belief in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. No matter what they seen, they had to go upstairs or not. They got the victory over death. They trusted in the names of the Lord. They were sealed with victory inside of them, man. There is no stopping that in this algorithm. All right? That's called victory over the mark. Victory over the beast. All right? That victory is the Yahweh Shai inside of us, man. I got some more here. 2 more verses. Psalms 34:6 in the NLT. In my desperation, I prayed, and Yahweh listened.
Hey, and we going to be in desperate times.
Yeah.
We going to be desperate. You know what I'm saying? You don't got the chip. You ain't got no job. You ain't got no money. You desperate. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, he saved me from all my troubles.
Oh, if I can add real quick too, he said, and I prayed. So no matter how desperate it look for us, bro, don't forget to pray. You got the names, man. You know, you got to remember, pray now in these times when it get desperate. You know, all the times you should be praying.
God, verse 7, last verse. In the NLT, for the angel of Yahweh is a guard. He surrounds and defends all who fear him.
Yeah. So we're going to have that covering. you know, about us, man. The angel of the Lord gonna give his angels charge over it. Hey, it's prophesied that he say, Daniel 12:1, Archangel Michael shall stand up for the children of thy people. It's prophesied for the angel of the Lord, the angels of the Lord to come here and be with us and sup with us, bro. So, it is what it is, man. And they gotta continue to embrace this thing, and hey, trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and man up, bro. Gird up your loins, because the Lord is about to do something with his men.
That's right.
Again, I emphasize men. The Lord is about to do something with his men. So you gotta man up and embrace whatever it is, in your life, in your walk, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has put in front of you. You gotta man up and just embrace it and just trust in him, and he gonna give you the strength to get through whatever it is. That's one thing I'm gonna leave out there. You gotta remember, he gonna give you the courage, the strength to go through. That's the precept you read. You just gotta be willing to embrace whatever it is that he put on you, man. So we leave it there. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
double honor, stellar apostle, great millstone, peace, love, and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Baruch Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.
Baruch Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai.